We are live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here we are. It is myself and Ken Rashad. Jared Hoffman will be joining us shortly. We are going to live watch this battle of the Titans down in the Carolinas. Of course, at rush hour of all times. Thanks for nothing, ESPN. It's North Carolina Central at 2-1 in MEAC play, hosting South Carolina State, who is 3-0. Now, here is how it works. Here's how this game works. If North Carolina Central wins, and South Carolina State beats Delaware State next weekend, then North Carolina Central goes to Atlanta. However, if South Carolina State wins, then it's South Carolina State and Delaware State next week in Dover for all the marbles. So this game has a lot riding on it. Party, Ken. Party.
Huh?
Party. You got Perry. And we are blessed to have the dynamic duo on the call tonight. We got Tiffany Green and Jay Walker. I've got to say this because I'm a WNBA head, and I think that ESPN really fumbled the ball by not having Tiffany Green have more of a presence for their WNBA coverage. Because her and Pam Ward together were a dynamite team this year. I preferred listening to her and Tiffany Green and Pam Ward over Ryan Rocco and Rebecca Lobo, because we know Rebecca Lobo hates anything that isn't the New York Liberty. So, so she just never really adds anything to the broadcast unless they're doing a Liberty game, which is weird. But yeah, Tiffany Green is one of the most indispensable broadcasters ESPN has. I think she's phenomenal. And Jay, of course, he brings that, Jay Walker swag to it. I mean, he was the quarterback for one of the most prolific offenses in Black college football history, the Howard 93 squad, who beat the tar out of everybody and went to the FCS playoffs. Well, it was 1AA then. So yeah, I think they make a great team. But yeah, this game is going to be big. I mean, one thing you guys got to watch out for is that North Carolina Central, we're not sure if Christian Mosley, the guy who has been their leading rusher all year, is going to play. He's been hampered by injuries the last couple of weeks. Trey Oliver was asked about Chris's status during the MEAC coaches call, and he said he wasn't sure. It was probably going to be a day-to-day thing. And right now they're on the screen talking about William Atkins IV, or Billy Atkins as he's known, a kid who transferred from James Madison and has taken over the starting quarterback role for South Carolina State and hasn't missed pretty much. So it just feels like I said on the MEAC more, the rich get richer. It was like, you thought we were rid of South Carolina State, and here comes Billy Atkins. It's like, damn, another one. Like, how did they keep getting me? How does Chellis Berry do this? But yeah, and this is fun for the perspective of that since Chellis Berry has got there, South Carolina State has not lost a MEAC game yet. They were 5-0 last year. They're 3-0 already. So we are talking about a potential, dynasty. I mean, South Carolina State has had dynasties before. I mean, when you think about it, they've only had 4 coaches in the last 50 years. Willie Jeffries, the late Bill Davis, who of course went on to coach Shannon Sharp at Savannah State, probably turning over in his grave at the stuff Shannon Sharp has been up to these days. The legendary Buddy Pugh, and now Chellis Berry. And all of them have won MEAC championships. So South Carolina State is the gold standard in the MEAC. Florida A&M, they were fine while they were here with Billy Joe. But it seems like every year or so, every other 2-3 years or so, South Carolina State is running away with this conference. And I think it's a testament to what they do down there in Orangeburg as a staff, as a university, and as a university community. Like, South Carolina State is extremely proud of their football program, and rightfully so. Now they're in Durham this week, tonight. And Trey Oliver, he don't like losing at home. He don't like losing no time, but he definitely doesn't like losing at home. Remember we did this game last year and he was literally cussing out the referees, Jared? That was fun. He was salty last year. So I know he's going to be, he's one for revenge. So this is going to be a good one.
Predictions?
I picked South Carolina State 28-24. So I'm not going
to. You cut out.
No, you just stopped talking.
Kendrick just dropped a bomb on us. Is that Angela Suggs has been removed as the AD at Florida A&M. So that's a little bit of a breaking news for you guys while we are
What?
on the air with you guys. Yes.
Okay.
Allison Posey, who is one of the sports reporters in Tallahassee, has just tweeted, confirmed Angela Suggs is no longer serving as Florida A&M's athletic director. She will remain on staff at the university as a special advisor to the president.
She will remain on staff
At the university as a special advisor to President Marvin Johnson. Yes.
Was this related to that incident that took place?
Yeah, even though they ended up dropping the charges, which I found to be different, kind of strange, but apparently.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so now Florida A&M is in the market for an athletic director. A little bit of breaking news before we kick this game off tonight. So this is what we do here at HBCU Sports. We give you goods. We give you the goods.
Hopefully they find an athletic director with athletic director experience, like they found a president without president experience.
Ooh, shots fired. Well, they had an athletic director with athletic director experience. Hashtag Team Tiffany.
Hashtag Team Tiffany. Oh, hold on. Since you brought it up.
What?
Bringing it back. Hashtag
Yes,
Team Tiffany for it. Hold on. I forgot to mention. I forgot to bring this up as well. For always Team Tiffany.
And may I say, really quickly before we get into coverage of this game, I'm just gonna say one word, and you guys already know what I'm gonna say.
Respectfully.
And I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself, but I concur.
Oh.
I just want to make that perfectly clear. And we've got
flag on play.
Like 20 seconds, not even 30 seconds into the game, we have a penalty.
Okay, there are quite a few. You guys in the chat, man. You guys, my
school has a good athletic director. We good with Tony Tucker.
Is this Bishop Bonnet, the former Florida A&M running back? Bishop Bonnet?
If it is
that you, Bishop Bonnet?
I mean, that's cool, but hey, we good over here.
We don't give up either.
I mean, good. Cool. I'm just saying. I mean, y'all had an athletic director, y'all ran her out. Y'all bad.
He said, yeah, that's Bishop. What's up, brother? Welcome. Oh. Tiffany happy though, man.
Oh yeah. She looked happy. Respectfully. The thing that probably should terrify everybody about this South Carolina State offense is that they just have so many ways to beat you. I mean, you've got Atkins at quarterback, you've got KZ Adams and Jalen Smith in the backfield. I mean, they've got running backs that can, home run hit. So how do you game plan for this? I don't know how you game plan for this. So it's 3rd and 1 right now. So this is pivotal for South Carolina.
3rd and 1. Or 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. Doesn't matter. They picked it up.
Yep. Fine. Always throw to the sticks. Oh, it is
3rd and 1. Oh, yeah, 3rd and 11. First down.
Well, can I say that Durham is popping this weekend? Because not only do they have this game, but they also have the first CIAA championship game to be taking place in Durham between Virginia Union and Johnson C. Smith. So Durham is really popping.
I'm looking forward to that one, even though I do think Union wins that one. I think Smith is going to look better, but I still think Union just has more talent.
Yeah, I picked Johnson C. Smith coming into the season, but as Kendrick put in his Twitter caption, I'm going with my head over my head and saying that Virginia Union has just been the more consistent team. They had the one slip up against Edward Waters. They cannot play the way they did defensively in that game if they want to beat this air raid offense and Johnson C. Smith. But I just feel like Curtis Allen, man. Not only do I think he is the Deacon Jones Trophy winner, not a candidate, he should be the winner. He should absolutely win the Harlan Hill Trophy, and I will raise heck if he doesn't.
Not heck.
I'm going to raise ultimate heck if he doesn't.
Holy heck.
It is going to be, excuse my language, but it's going to be malarkey if he doesn't win. It is going to be. I'm sorry, Mom. I know I'm not supposed to be cursing on these streams.
Malarkey?
But that I got to use the M word in this situation if he does not win the Harlan Hill Trophy. It is going to be malarkey.
Shouts out to my Delaware homeboy, President Joseph R. Biden Jr., man. One of the greatest words he ever dropped on us, man.
Malarkey. That's an intense look.
We got a lot of penalties going on in this game.
Actually, it was reviewed, so that pass is incomplete. So it's 4th down now. So now it's interesting. It's 4th and it's 4th and 11. So yeah, you're gonna you're obviously gonna punt. You're not Deshaun Jackson, man. D-Jack went for it a couple times on 4th and long in the middle of the field last week against Morgan. I was like, you can't do that against this defense, buddy. That being said, South Carolina State will punt away.
So we will see the North Carolina Central offense trot out to the field for the first time in this game.
Led by the matinee idol Walker Harris. he looks like he could star in. He looked like he could star in like one of those Hallmark movies. As the the dude who runs into the girl who left town all a long time ago, and they rekindle a romance. But outside from that, he's a really good quarterback too. Over 2,500 yards. Over 20 touchdowns passed, and probably has locked up MEAC Offensive Player of the Year award honors. So it's going to be interesting to see how this Bulldog offense defends him.
You don't think Caden Bennett got a shot at that?
Walker's just his passing numbers are just ridiculous. I mean, Caden has done a wonderful job as an RPO quarterback, which is what Jack brought him in to do. But quarterbacks, they still need to throw the ball, and Walker Harris has thrown the ball better than anybody in the MEAC by far this year. I would probably argue he's thrown it better than just about anybody in HBCU football this year.
Shoot, if Isaiah Knowles didn't miss those couple of games, I'd pick the argument that he has been, which, by the way, also the SIAC championship game is tomorrow. It'll be on ESPN Plus at 1 p.m. Eastern. But, yeah, between him and Walker Harris and Isaiah Knowles, both of those guys have been slinging it this year.
I think Albany State is primed for a deep run in the Division II tournament.
You have no idea. That the worst thing that could have ever happened to the SIAC was Isaiah Knowles sitting out those 3 games as the South Carolina State gets a sack for his 4th down. The worst thing that could have happened to the SIAC was Isaiah Knowles sitting out those 3 games because it got them an opportunity to get the run game going. And Tyant Weiss and Algernon Thomas have the confidence to be able to take over a game now. So good luck, Benedict's defense, because spoiler alert, I have Albany State winning that game. And
you gotta say it like Paul Heyman. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Yeah, exactly. That there's Benedict. They're too inconsistent on offense for me to say that they could win this game. With all due respect to them, they have had an incredible season. Ron Dickerson should be commended for the job that he did, but Albany State is on a heater right now. Have not lost a Division II game this season, and I don't see it happening on tomorrow. So
that Division II thing is interesting because it looks like we're going to actually have multiple teams from each conference in the playoffs this year. I don't know how rare that is, but I'm excited for that. Like, I really want to see our schools. We were able to see it last year. Miles won that first round game. Virginia Union made it all the way to the quarterfinals. Like, I really want to see our schools at the Division II level, shine because it looks like, both Union and Smith are going to get in. Of course, Albany's going to get in. Didn't Kentucky State make the rankings too?
So and I'm interested to get your perspective on the Kentucky State controversy. But first,
oh man, I can't wait to talk about
first,
that BS.
We're going to talk about the rankings. So as of now, before we enter this weekend slate, in Super Region 1, which is where the CIAA is, Virginia Union is 2, Jonathan C. Smith is 3, and Fayetteville State is holding on by a thread and 8th, which more than likely they're going to drop out of the rankings after this weekend, barring something supernatural happening. But as of right now, they are clinging to that final Division II playoff spot in Super Region 1. And in Super Region 2, Albany State is 2nd, Benedict is 4th, and Kentucky State is 7th. So more than likely, no matter what happens this weekend, Virginia Union and Virginia Union and Johnson C. Smith will both be in the playoffs. I think the only question is, will Johnson C. Smith host the game should they lose, or will Virginia Union host the game should they lose? Okay. That's the only question that we have to answer. And more than likely, Albany State and Benedict will get in no matter what, but I'm not too confident about Benedict because their strength of schedule is gets kind of murky, especially when you consider the fact that their only other strong win on the season, other than Fayetteville State, which is their strongest win, is Edward Waters, and Edward Waters really plummeted.
Yeah.
So that really hurts their strength of schedule. But yeah, Kentucky State in 7th. And for those who don't know about the Kentucky State controversy, so as the story goes, Kentucky State, who is ranked 7th in Super Region 2, before the start of the season, was scheduled to play Delta State, who is 8th currently in Super Region 2. Then the SIAC announced that they got signed a deal with Conference Carolinas, which is a Division II conference, and to do a doubleheader between with the SIAC hosting the game against the Conference Carolinas team, Kentucky State playing Shorter, who has a significantly worse record, and Allen will be playing First. So
what is that?
No. I don't know, somebody's TV. But
what's mine? My bad.
So a bunch of Delta State folks got into the comments of the tweet of that announcement saying, "Oh, Kentucky State ducking, they let us go last minute." And then Slaughter Sports guy, shout out to him who does play-by-play for some of the SIEC games. He let it be known that they knew a month in advance that the game wasn't happening. My thoughts were, this isn't. Hold on. Oh, good pass breakup. But I let it be known that the blame should not be on Kentucky State. It's not their fault that the SIAC entered this deal with Conference Carolinas, forcing them to switch the game. And why would they want to switch the game when the Delta State game would have been much better for their playoff resume than Shorter is? So I think that Kentucky State is getting a lot of undeserved blame, and this label of them ducking is not fair to me, to be honest. But I'd love to get your thoughts on it.
I agree with you because nothing about that says that this game makes sense for Kentucky State. And I'm sure Felton Huggins knows that. I'm sure Kentucky State knows that. But when you're a conference, it's your responsibility to, make these deals that you feel are in the best interest of your league. And if Anthony Holloman felt that that's the best interest for Kentucky State, then and for the SIAC, that's fine. But what I don't like is Delta State and people, in the Division II sphere or whatever, dog whistling Kentucky State about it, because that's what it is. Like if Valdosta State had switched the game out, or West Georgia or West Florida or whatever switched the game out, you would not hear a peep from Delta State. You would not. But since it's Kentucky State, since the SIAC, since it's an HBCU, it's easy to punch down on them. So it's like I said, it's a lot of dog whistling. It's ridiculous. And nobody in Delta State, it ain't Kentucky State's fault that conference is falling apart. Because the Gulf South is just about on his last legs, from what I understand. So
is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, teams are leaving left and right. So that's not Kentucky State's problem. SIAC is on solid ground. They're doing great. You should have got with a conference that was doing great. So
the only thing that I will say that I feel bad about when it comes to the situation is Kentucky State was supposed to be their senior game. This was going to be at Delta State, and this was their senior game. So that's the one thing that I'll say I feel bad about is that I'm not sure what they're planning on doing this weekend for their home finale, if they're still going to do a ceremony for their seniors. But that's the only thing. Kentucky State does not deserve blame for that, though.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. The Kentucky State does not deserve the label of being duckers or saying that they're ducking smoke and all this type of stuff and saying that they didn't want it with y'all when y'all just barely beat a Fort Valley State team that's rebuilding, by the way.
Hello.
So it's not like y'all were last year's Valdosta State team. Nobody was that worried about y'all. Or if we weren't worried about y'all at all. So, but, and shout out to Felton Huggins, who won SIAC Coach of the Year. But
you could have given that award to a couple of guys, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Quinn
him,
Gray,
Ron
for my money, I would have gave it to Quinn Gray because all he had to deal with this season with his star quarterback being out and still keeping them undefeated throughout that process.
Mm-hmm.
For my money, he should have got it, could have got it. Ron Dickerson could have got it. But Felton Huggins, he's not a bad choice at all.
No.
At all. He did a masterful job. Kentucky State looked directionless when he first got there. And he added some balance to that offense, and he's got that team potentially on the verge of their first ever playoff berth. So, yeah, I'm not mad at him winning that at all.
I think it. There, I mean, I think there are a couple of coaches at the SIAC, CIAA level that could possibly get a look from SWAC school, possibly.
See, I was just about to go there.
One in Tallahassee, to be specific.
Okay, so are you talking about Felton Huggins?
I'm talking about him or Quinn Gray.
Quinn should get that one.
Yeah,
Quinn should get the one in Tallahassee.
Yeah,
Okay.
if Albany State goes on an extended run and FAMU decides to move on from James Colsey, Quinn Gray is absolutely
Well,
getting that call.
that's almost a no-brainer, right?
He's absolutely getting that call. Like as soon as Albany State plays their last play, whoever the interim AD is going to be on the phone with Quinn Gray's agent. Like,
okay, so are we likely to see any other Division I coaching openings at HBCU?
Well, I asked you about one in particular.
We got Southern. Well, we know about Southern.
I asked you about Grambling.
Oh yeah, they're looking for somebody.
About what, Felton Huggins?
No, I just asked you about Grambling being open. If this
Well,
was
yeah,
Mickey's job, you said no. So
I don't see it. No,
I don't think.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jared. I was going to say. Sorry.
Look at.
I was going to say that I don't think anybody in the MEAC is going to be open either, unless Delaware State was the MEAC and Deshaun gets called by somewhere else, which is a distinct possibility. But other than that, I don't think there's any other openings in the MEAC either.
What about
that
Alcorn?
point, you said that you don't think there's going to be any MEAC openings.
What about Alcorn?
Who?
Oh yeah,
Alcorn.
Oh yeah, more than likely Cedric's gone.
Yeah, I mean, they've won 4 of their last 5, but
I was going to say there's nothing that he can do because I was literally about to say they won 4 of their last 5.
He should be gone.
Even if they beat Jackson State, I don't think that saves his job.
Wow.
And they're not beating Jackson State, so
okay, I'll give you that. Right.
Unless Jackson State decides to put their walk-ons in, I don't see.
So let me ask you this: Alcorn plays Grambling Saturday. Grambling's got suspensions. And Mickey's on 4-game winning streak, down to his 4th-string quarterback, who's a walk-on, by the way, and true freshman. Who do you have? And they're playing this on the reservation.
Grambling.
You still have Grambling.
I picked Alcorn. And South Carolina State just got on the board with a field goal, so it's 3-0.
A nice looking field goal, by the way. Has some nice curve on it.
3-0 here in the first quarter from Durham, from O'Kelly Riddick. Look at Chennis Berry.
We can continue. We can. But there's something else. I want to make sure we discuss as well because I'm still a little peed off. I just want you guys to know I'm still dark. Now I am watching the game right now. I'm not going to tell you how. But damn it, look, Disney and YouTube TV, y'all gonna have to get this out, man. Because I love YouTube TV. I do. I love everything about it. And what I'm using right now just ain't gonna cut it. I just, we need to get this straight. Now, I'll give YouTube TV credit. They reached out to me and they said, we'll give you a $20 credit. Okay, but I still want Disney. Y'all need to get this right.
This is Disney pretty much trying to kneecap YouTube TV or anybody else because they want everybody to pay that damn $30 bundle.
Okay, you can pay it if you go to them direct.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They want that they don't even want people to get they don't want to work this out with Google, I don't think.
No, Chris, I'm gonna push back on that. The reason why this is taking so long is because Google/YouTube TV, the dude, I think, right, if I understand the numbers, like 10 million subscribers. That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of people. And that does have an impact. I've been following this. That does have an impact on advertisers. And when you put in consideration, has it been, we've gone to the past 2 weekends so far, no college football. Well, no college football on Thursday, no college football for the games that were played on Friday, like today.
No NBA either.
No NBA, no college football on Saturday, no NFL on Sunday or Monday for that matter. So 10 million subscribers, man, that's a lot. And I guess maybe, YouTube TV in a greater scheme of things with Google/Alphabet, I guess that's just kind of like when you put in consideration what their overall value is, YouTube TV is just kind of chump change. But this is crucial to Disney. But, I guess I find it amazing. Didn't Disney recently had this issue with Charter? Was it Charter?
It was.
Or Xfinity? I think they had like those two, and they worked it out with them. I would love to know what those numbers look like, man. I can't take this. I'm looking at Fubo.
I'm about to say Fubu.
Yeah, the Fubo.
For us, by us, or for us, by our own, or something.
Come back, Fubu. We bringing all these fashion trends back. Come back, Fubu.
Starter jackets too, for crying out loud.
Starberry, come back. Bring them all back. Dada, come back.
Not Dada.
Nah, we need you back, Dada.
Not Dada.
That reminds me, I need to get ready to watch Friday After Next because I never forget that part where Ricky Smiley is going through the stuff he stole as the Santa Claus crook. He's like, Dada, I always wanted to be Dada.
Nah, man, but I'll ask this question again, man. What about Maurice Flowers?
Oh yeah, him, Dr. Alvin Parker. In my conversation with the Virginia Union guys, I was very upset. They were very upset when we talking about Dr. Alvin Parker. We talked about the soft line, and I'm not going to say specifically what we talked about, but Dr. Alvin Parker's name needs to be said a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shed some light when we get off camera, but
okay.
There was some we talked about. Oh, and then we got a big play up the middle.
Well, you see, this is the reason why I need YouTube TV, because I'm like, big play up the middle.
Chance, who's that? Chance Peterson.
Yep, Chance Peterson and Chauncey Spikes are the best 1-2 punch in the MEAC receiver, hands down.
So North Carolina Central is set up inside the 30. They give it off to. Is that my favorite running back, or is that somebody else?
That is Chris Mosley. He is playing today.
Yeah.
because it was a question of whether he was going to be ready to go. No, wait, Chris Ware is number 4, I believe. So, that's not. Okay, so yeah, maybe Chris is out. But yeah. Yeah, this is probably where North Carolina South is going to run into some trouble, because as physical as AJ Rogers is as a running back, that South Carolina State front seven is just a little bit more physical.
And as you say that, they collapse in, and just the pass just over his hands.
Yeah.
That was a nice thrown ball.
Yeah, Walker can throw it, man. I'm not saying he should be an NFL quarterback, but I'm saying he needs to be at least a part of the process.
Him and Isaiah Knowles. I feel like they both should get an opportunity. But Walker's, we've seen in the past couple of years, we've seen some quarterbacks that should have got opportunities that didn't. So don't hold your breath on them. They absolutely have the talent.
You could say that about the HBCU football space in general, regardless of position.
But I tell you what, though, I know somebody that will get an opportunity, and that's Curtis Allen.
Yeah.
That's a bad one. He missed him.
And Walker knows it too. So now we turn to Caleb Robinson, arguably HBCU football's most consistent kicker.
Oh God, he missed it. That's how far behind I am.
Yeah.
That used to be me when I would watch the streams, and I'll be behind.
Well, what was that last year? Was that last year?
My TV was like 30 seconds behind, and y'all was reacting to a play that.
Yeah, Ken is like the Silk the Shocker on the beat for No Limit tonight.
Oh my goodness! I know y'all saw No Limit versus Cash Money.
Sure did, and Caleb Robinson boots it through.
You know what? I did not get a chance to see that. What was going on that night?
So
I'm trying to figure out. I was doing something that night. What was going on? Wasn't that in? Where was I? Where was I? There was something that happened that night that I did not get a chance to do. I couldn't watch it. What was something else? How was that?
I didn't watch it live. I watched the playback. But
I mean, if you like New Orleans and Louisiana hip hop, I mean, it was great. I mean, except for when Birdman called Turk the B word for not being there.
He called who?
Turk for the Hot Boys.
He wasn't there?
Nope.
Wow.
I mean, Lil Wayne wasn't there.
Yeah.
You didn't call him the B word.
Because that's his son, Junior. But yeah.
And that's my son. I'ma always love my son. He used to say that every single day when they was beefing.
And it was like, so weird. Like, you literally had his tour bus shot up. You gonna shoot your son's tour bus up?
I remember when they were kind of like previewing that event, and I forget what podcast I saw that on. Someone said, I saw a snippet of it, and apparently it was in Las Vegas, and someone said, I wonder why they didn't have it in New Orleans. They said because somebody would die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, rest in peace to Young Bleed, who had a medical event.
Yeah, he died right after that.
Yeah, he had a medical emergency after that and passed away like a couple of days later. So
yeah, there was a lot of angry former people, like the girl Mercedes. She was mad that she was actually in the building, but they didn't have her on stage for the song I Can Tell. Now, those of you who are from the South and from Louisiana and familiar with the No Limit catalog, you know that I Can Tell by the 504 Boys and Mercedes is one of the greatest love songs ever recorded.
Really, Chris Stevens?
Yeah. I kid you not.
You gonna do a podcast on that?
Think I won't? Shoot. y'all know I'm good for shenanigans, man. Especially when it comes to the music. And I'm telling y'all, man, 504 Boys and Mercedes, I Can Tell. I mean, those of you who know, you know, and I'll leave it at that. But yeah, so we're tied at 3 here in the first quarter. Still a feeling out process between Central and South Carolina State. What I have noticed is that both of these front sevens are just getting to it. Like, neither one of these quarterbacks have looked comfortable for a second. And that is what is going to tell the tale. Which quarterback can get, settled and not have happy feet. And the quarterback that can be secure back there in the pocket is probably going to do the most damage and win the game.
Yeah, I just want to say, man, if y'all feeling froggy, we do accept super chats.
Oh, yes.
If you want to be the Mackenzie Scott of the HBCU sports.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Oh, my God.
Hey, look, we accept anything. And you got a whole bunch of HBCU alums sliding in her DMs trying to get her to donate today.
Listen. Miss Scott.
Shout out to Mrs. Scott. Miss Scott. We respect
definitely Miss.
If you watching, HBCU culture does not stop at the universities. HBCU media is important as well. We got to cover this stuff. We got to cover our athletic programs. We have football championship games coming up this weekend and in the following weekends. We have HBCU basketball season starting. But in order to do that, we need money. So Miss Scott, it ain't gotta be 50 million. But if you want to give Kim Rashad 50 million, he's gonna
yeah.
We all gonna be straight if he does. So but whatever you want to spare, and if you're not Mackenzie Scott, you can still donate. We have Cash App. Just type in the $ HBCU Sports, or you can go to the Zelle app and type in donate at hbcusports.com. You can donate there. Also, you can go to the website hbcusports.com/donate. Drop your coins there. And yes, we do have super chats here. You can donate $1, $2. Or if you're like Mackenzie Scott and have an extra 50 million lying around, you can drop it here too. So there you go.
I want to get you guys' thoughts on this Jay's HBCU power rankings. So he had at number 5, Prairie View A&M. 4, he had Dale State. 3, he has Jackson State. At 2, he has South Carolina State. And at 1, he has Bama State. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Jackson State beat Bama State?
They did.
So how are they 1?
Is because that's Jay Walker. Jay does things. He marches to the beat of his own drum, man. And granted, that game was so close. The way that final possession win is going to haunt Eddie Robinson Jr.
What's the rankings again? What was the order?
At 5, it was Prairie View. 4, Dell State. 3, Jackson State. 2, South Carolina State. And at 1, it was Bama State. And his on the bubble was North Carolina Central.
And you got a problem with that?
All I'm saying is Bama State lost head-to-head against a team that he has below them.
Yeah, but but Jackson State lost to Daddy.
Here we go. I
set myself up.
Combined.
Yes, you did.
Jackson State lost to Daddy, combined with a close win over Alabama State. They're vulnerable right now. Maybe, sort of. I don't. Hey, who knows what might happen? Don't they play Bethune-Cookman tomorrow?
Hey, if Bethune-Cookman gets it together offensively,
provided that the suspensions don't get in the way. They got some suspensions too.
Mm-hmm.
But given that, I don't see J State losing tomorrow.
Oh no, they're not going to lose. But if Bethune-Cookman plays a clean offensive game, they could put a scare in Jackson State.
They were turnover prone last week.
Yeah, and against a team like Jackson State, might as well cancel Christmas if you're going to turn the ball over.
Cameron Ranson did not play well that game. I think he fumbled on the very first play of the game.
All right, we got a screen.
I got a commercial. Did this pause?
Uh-oh.
What?
ESPN Plus does that. They'll play commercials and then they'll just pause during the commercials and it doesn't continue.
YouTube TV and Disney, y'all need to get this together.
We got a question from the live chat. To the panel, is it time for the SWAC to get rid of divisions in football?
Nope.
No.
I know why you're asking.
Yeah. It worked out for the CIAA and it's worked out for the SI.
Right. I know why you're asking. And I know there are who at the Power 4? SEC? Big 10, right? Big 10 doesn't have divisions. Is the SEC still have divisions?
I think so.
Man, you know what? It's a fair question. And I get it. The East is like the strongest division out of the two.
And whoever comes out the East is winning the conference.
Yeah.
That's a great argument. Or okay. You think PV
Yes.
doesn't have a chance?
I'm not gonna say they don't have a chance, but I would pick whoever comes out. Unless Bethune-Cookman somehow, some way beats Jackson State this weekend, and Bama State has a brain fart against Mississippi Valley State, and Bama State losing. So there's a path for Bethune-Cookman to get there. So if Bethune-Cookman wins the East, then yes, I will pick
Bethune-Cookman. If Bethune-Cookman wins the East,
there's a path for them to win the East. I don't think they're going to win the East.
What?
But I'm saying if Bethune-Cookman were somehow, some way bypass their long shot odds and they win the East, then yes, I would pick Prairie View to win that game. But it's going to be Bama State or Jackson State, and I will pick either of those two teams to win the SWAC over Prairie View.
I'm trying to pull up these standings and see.
So Bethune-Cookman's 4-2. They have a head-to-head loss against Bama State, and Jackson State and Alabama State are both 5-1. If Jackson's hold on, I think there's about to be a score because I looked at the box score. I shouldn't have done that. But
yeah, you did. You cheater.
I didn't mean to.
We can thank Janet and Justin for the 5-second FCC delay, pretty much. which is why the box score upstates before the
middle. That's a bad effort play by the defender there. He could have got that tackle.
I'm telling y'all, man, Billy Atkins the fourth is a monster. Like, why did Chinnisberry have to do this to us? Why couldn't he just sit out a year? You already won the MEAC. You don't need to win it 2 years in a row. But Billy Atkins the fourth to DeAndre Ruffin with that little shimmy, whatever you call that. And South Carolina State has the first touchdown in the game.
And we got another question in the chat, but we'll talk about the SWAC point first.
Yeah, right.
So Jackson State and Bama State both 5-1. Bethune-Cookman's 4-2. Bethune-Cookman has a head-to-head loss against Alabama State. But if Bethune-Cookman were to beat Jackson State this weekend and win the final game, so basically if Bethune-Cookman wins out and Alabama State loses out, Bethune-Cookman wins the SWAC East. Because if Bama State loses out, they're 5-3. Jackson State loses to Bethune-Cookman, it doesn't matter what happens to them because they lost the head-to-head against Bethune-Cookman. And Bethune-Cookman wins out, Bethune-Cookman will be 6-2. So that would even if Jackson State were to win in the final week, if they lose to Bethune-Cookman, they would end 6-2, but they would lose the head-to-head because they lost to Bethune-Cookman.
Can y'all see that? Let me see if I can make that bigger.
Vision.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Chris.
No, I'm good. Yeah, 7. So there's 7-2 right now
on your computer. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So yeah, 5-1.
So Bethune-Cookman 4-2. If they beat Jackson State and win out, Bama State loses out, and even if Jackson State wins in the final week, Bethune-Cookman would finish 6-2. Jackson State would finish 6-2, and Bama State would finish 5-3. And Bethune-Cookman would get it because they have the head-to-head against Jackson State.
We got a wow.
Oh, did they do a surprise onside?
They did, and I believe they recovered it.
Oh, they going for it. They need this to,
and they got it. Oh
wow.
Oh man. Oh boy.
Wow. So yeah, South Carolina State ain't messing around. They said we want to play for a MEAC title next weekend.
Yep.
They ain't taking no
wow.
Big yikes.
Okay. So Brandon, let me to answer your question. No, I don't think the SWAC needs to get rid of the division. I personally think there's still a certain level of intrigue associated with the divisions. I just put like this. I understand the reason why you would ask that question this year because of the way the East is looking. I still
how they've looked over the past 5-6 years.
Okay, fair point. But I still say this. Okay, so let me ask you this. You know what? Now I need to. Who's won over the past 4 or 5 years? Is the SWAC East team won the SWAC championship game? So last year was what? J State. Year before that was J State.
No, it was for the A&M.
No, that's right. FAMU. The year before that was J State.
23
Okay.
for the A&M, 22 and 21 Jackson State, 19 and 19 all.
Well, damn. When was the last time the SWAC West went?
You know when it was.
No, I'm saying what year?
2017.
That's the last year SWAC West team won the.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Because in 2018, Alcorn went to the Celebration Bowl.
And they were in the East now.
And they were in the East.
Because that was before FAMU and Bethune came in.
Damn.
That's why he's asking the question. That's why I said it makes sense why he's asking the question.
What a bummer.
I can tell you that Tremaine Jackson ain't trying to hear that this year.
So, I'm telling you, man.
If he likes Tremaine Jackson, he and I don't blame him.
All I'm gonna say is this:
opportunity.
When PB's game against A&M last week, I swear to you, man, I was like, okay, A&M looked like they were playing a little tight, and then they had that Hail Mary at the end of the first half, and something happened. I don't know if Tremaine went in there and just went off because, dude, it was all over the second half, and PB opened up the can.
By the way, just a quick update on the game. They reviewed the surprise
calls upheld.
They upheld the call, so it'll remain with South Carolina State. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. South Carolina State currently leads 10-3, has a chance to bring it up to 2 scores.
Wow. Chennisberry ain't playing around, buddy.
And just a reminder, South Carolina State, hold on, they aired it out. Defender falls, they catch it, touchdown.
Oh, my God. Boy.
South Carolina State, on the last play of the first quarter, increased their lead to 16-3.
They're going back. They're going deep.
Yep.
Oh, touchdown.
The defender fell on the play. Just an unlucky play right there.
Wow. South Carolina State is opening up a can.
Now I'm terrified for next week.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely terrified.
For those who don't know, next weekend.
Ooh, man. You are terrified, Chris. Come on.
Yes,
I mean, no matter what.
Come on, Chris.
No matter what, next weekend will be the unofficial
must-see TV.
I will be the unofficial MEAC championship game between South Carolina State and Dale State, and that game will be in Dover.
I will be in the building covering that for us.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna have to put on my impartial hat, but I'm gonna be nervous as all get out the entire game because this South Carolina State team looks like
to your credit,
monsters.
No knock on wood that it doesn't happen this weekend, but they have not lost in Dover this season.
Hey,
have not lost in Dover.
I'm not looking past. Yeah, I'm not looking past Larry Scott and Howard though.
I want to, but so to that point, Chris, I want to answer Silas's question. What are the chances of Delaware State making it to the Celebration Bowl?
Give me a percentage. How confident are you?
Right now, watching South Carolina State, not very, but I'm gonna go ahead and show some faith in my university. I'm gonna say 65%.
There's a 65% chance that South Carolina State will make the Celebration Bowl?
No, that Delaware State does.
I mean, Delaware State. Yeah, okay, all right.
Because keep in mind, Chris, every time you picked against Dale State, they won.
They win. Exactly. That's all.
Hey,
go Bulldogs. Go Bulldogs. Go State.
So if you want to say 0%, hey, look.
Hey man, and Jared's right. Like I did not think that they would beat North Carolina Central, and they went in there and beat North Carolina Central, and it was like, wow, okay, so maybe I got to take this team seriously. I get you want to be cautious. I get that, but Chris, it's okay. It's okay.
Now what I will say about Dale State is they cannot play like they played the last 2 weeks if they want to win.
Hell no. Absolutely not.
Especially not how they played against Morgan State.
No.
They cannot play how they played those last 2 games if they want to beat South Carolina State.
Last Friday night was 23-24 Delaware State. That was a Lee Hall Delaware State team that was on the field of Hughes Stadium last Friday night. They looked terrible from start to finish. They were lucky to escape with their lives last Friday. And I'm sure Jack knows that, and I'm sure they know that. So, I mean, Howard, and I mean, I'm not going to put anything against Howard because Larry Scott, he might be coaching for a job too. So, he's probably. I know they probably gonna come in there, with a point to prove. But I do think Delaware State wins tomorrow, and then they got to find out what they're gonna do about Billy Atkins, man. That's really what it boils down to, because this dude looks like a freaking Heisman Trophy winner in the MEAC. It's like, good grief, dude. Really? But yeah. Ian Odom, you have a lot more faith than I, my friend, and I salute you. But if they do it, then we're probably going to unfortunately start to ask that question.
Let me tell you something. 97% is way too generous.
Yes,
you and that's not an insult to Del State. That's you discrediting South Carolina State,
which is crazy.
If you think they got a 97%, you don't know about the South Carolina State team.
Mm-mm.
If you think they got a 97% chance,
if you're watching this game tonight, you know there's not a 97% chance.
Which, by the way, let's reset the room. Go to ESPN2 to see North Carolina Central against South Carolina State. If you are a cable cutter, then you are more than likely go to
You can't go to YouTube TV.
Yeah, you can't go to YouTube TV.
Stop.
Sorry.
I'm just giving them the options.
Brandon Cyrus, the A&T alum, checking in, laughing with glee. Man, hey, listen, it's still
cutthroat. It's cutthroat.
It's still 45 minutes of football left. You never know.
Not to bring it up, Brandon Cyrus, but y'all did lose to him 62-20.
Oh, they got Chennis Berry on the mic after the first quarter.
Yeah, Brendan, I just checked. Yeah, all of the FBS conferences, they got rid of divisions, and I'm guessing that's due in large part to the college football playoff. So even though they still have conference championship games, but I guess they're just giving it to the top two teams. So I don't know. Yeah, I just checked it, and all of the Power Fours, Big 12, ACC, SEC, and Big 10, there are no divisions.
So North Carolina Central fields the kick inside the 5 and got a good return out of it. Fairly good return. Gets it near the 35. North Carolina Central's offense comes back on the field.
Complete 60 minutes of football. We just played 15 so far.
Chennis Berry's the man.
Hold on a second. I need to find a brick wall.
Tell you, man, probably one of the most underappreciated, underrated coaches in HBCU football right now.
And let me say this.
There's absolutely no excuse why he shouldn't be looked at right now. Not that I want him to go away. Don't get me wrong.
He's going to get some looks eventually. Absolutely.
But I'm talking PWI.
He's going to get some looks.
PWI?
Let me say this about MEAC coaches. As someone who was at MEAC Media Day, every coach in the MEAC is like that off camera. There is no fake in any of these MEAC coaches. What you see on camera is what you see off camera. There is no fake in any of these MEAC coaches at all.
Yeah. Chennis Berry, he's just one of those dudes that, like Jared said, you want to run through a brick wall for. Like my eligibility is up. Well, it's been up. I couldn't do it now anyway. Oh yeah, Chris Mosley is playing. I'm sorry.
Yep, that's a nice run, redirection, great vision on that play right there.
The cutback. As running back, your eyes are almost just as important as your feet.
I thought this would be a much bigger season for Chris Mosley after that season debut in the MEAC SWAC Challenge. Hasn't worked out exactly how. Oh my goodness, that's what he showed me in the season opener. I wish he would have been able to do that, more consistently throughout the season. But
and credit to Trey Oliver for sticking with the game plan, because right now they are starting to gash a little bit. They starting to open up them holes against that South Carolina State defense. Like there's no panic right now. They're still, going with the game plan. But yeah, getting back to the question about Delaware State, look, listen, this would be probably the best turnaround, a single season turnaround for an HBCU football team in a long time if they were able to do it. But you gotta go by week. You got to get past Howard first. Then you start game planning for South Carolina State, who right now, again, they came into Durham with bad intentions, and they're gonna come into Dover next week with the same thing.
Walker Harris hits as he throws and then falls incomplete. Fortunate that none of the defenders didn't locate the ball. That one could have been intercepted right there. But
I've heard a lot of coaches say that's why, some wide receivers make good defensive backs because they can't catch the ball.
Yep, it is 17-3 South Carolina State right now. We're less than 3 minutes into the second quarter. 3rd and 7 from the 30-yard line. Walker Harris completes the first down up the middle. They are attacking that middle. They're taking whatever South Carolina State gives them.
And that is
South Carolina State not letting them go to the outside, but they're attacking that middle.
And again, they haven't thrown like one real long. Well, now they're already in the red zone, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, they've stuck with the game plan on this drive, get Mosley going, short intermediate routes. And right now they are inside South Carolina State's 15-yard line.
So the backup running back, is that KZ Adams or is that somebody else?
No, that's AJ Rogers.
Okay, so he's dropped for a 2 or so yard loss. PV clinches the West this weekend if they win.
Yeah. So
right now, all Texas Southern was eliminated last week with their loss to Bama State.
That's why I'm on Kendrick Marshall's no apologies to the Board of Regents thing.
They could have won 10 straight Celebration Bowls. They were not going to get an apology. They were never going to get an apology because it doesn't erase the fact that they were wrong.
Right. And they look wrong right now.
And the funny thing is that T-Jack was actually one of the candidates for that position when it was open.
Epic fail.
He was, from what I understand, was like the leading candidate.
Well,
but anyway,
Fred McNair ain't bad, but what I'm saying is that my understanding it was between Fred McNair and T-Jack.
Walker Harris launches into the end zone and broken up, but there's a flag on the play. More than likely, it's going to be pass interference.
Wow,
it's crazy, man. Crazy.
But yeah, it's always crazy how these things work out. Like I said on our previous stream, that Chris Carter was Delaware State's first choice, but he, decided to, remain down south where he was coaching. He didn't want to move his family, so that's how they ended up
on the offense.
Okay, that's so they'll likely decline that. So field goal time.
Or does Trey Oliver roll the dice and go for it, knowing that you're down 2 scores? Excuse me. You're down 2 scores. I think there's still enough time in this game. I think you go for the.
Yeah, you take the points here.
Yeah.
Oh, that holding was obvious. Very obvious.
Yeah, there's nothing to complain about with that one. And the kick is up and squeezes through.
Just gets inside the left upright.
So 10:44 left in the second quarter. South Carolina State leads 17-6. Again, South Carolina State needs a win in this game technically they don't need a win in this game, but it would definitely help their chances of winning the MEAC outright heading into next weekend against when they play Delaware State in their season finale in Dover in what will be the unofficial MEAC championship game. But back to the question about when does Prairie View A&M clinch the West? This weekend, Prairie View A&M plays UAPB, if I'm not mistaken. And with the win in that game, Prairie View will clinch the West. The only other team with a chance to win the West is Grambling. Grambling needs to win out, and they need Prairie View to lose out because Prairie View has the head-to-head in that one.
Ain't happening.
It's not happening. But I will say this: they're going to win the Bayou. It will win the Bayou.
I'm inclined to agree with you, but I've been to enough Bayou Classics to know that anything can happen.
Absolutely.
I am telling you, but I hear you.
But this season is respectfully has been a dumpster fire for Southern, and I'm pretty sure they're just ready for it to be over. So, but yeah, with a win this weekend, it doesn't matter what happens. Prairie View will clinch.
Yeah.
If they lose out and Grambling wins out, then Grambling will win the West.
I'm going to post a poll in the chat that ties into a topic that we had in our prior show regarding coaches and four-year degrees. Just to kind of get the pulse of the audience. I don't know if it's going to show up in our chat, but let me see something here. Why is this?
You bet 1.5K on South Carolina. What are you talking about?
You need to call the hotline.
Man, what?
You need to call the hotline. This is not HBCU sports bet. We don't have over unders. We don't have odds. We don't have none of that. Both of y'all need to call the hotline because this ain't that. The hell is wrong with y'all, man? Good grief.
I've got a poll right now running in the chat. I know we can't see it in here, but the question is, should it be a requirement to have a college degree to coach at a four-year school? And the options are yes, no, and I'm not sure.
Yes, no, maybe so.
I'll give my perspective when we get the results.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it run for a little bit until it dies out. Since we promised that we kind of continue some of that dialogue. Now.
I ain't gotta tell you a damn thing, buddy.
What's that? What are you talking about?
Dude,
He talking about old gambling addict in the chat.
Yeah. Just tell me I watched the damn game. You find it out yourself.
First of all, you better put a please on that.
Someone said they bet $500 on SC.
The dude I'm talking to said he bet $1,500. That's why I said
$1,500. What?
That's why I said call the damn hotline. Because why are you betting that much on black college football?
Are they making it available? I'm not a gambler. I don't know. I'm just saying.
That's why I said this ain't HBCU sports bet. We don't do that stuff here.
I know we don't do it. I mean, he's just simply saying that he did.
And I think
I wasn't trying to say nothing about the bet.
And I think he's stupid for doing it. I do.
I was confused at him saying it. Like what? Okay, what did that have to do with what we was talking about?
Exactly.
That's the only thing I was pointing out. Was like, what does that have to do with anything?
And then when Jared brought it to my attention, I was just like, something wrong with y'all.
Okay, yeah, no, you really got to call the hotline. You see his recent comment?
You
really got to call the hotline now.
I ain't lying either, bro. I lost $250K this month, and this is my last 50. I don't. Wow.
He lying. If you are lying, then you need to call the hotline for sure.
Man,
see,
some of y'all got that money, man. Some of y'all got that McKenzie Scott money.
Now, some of
you should have put that $250K in the super chat.
Thank you.
Could have put that $250K to good use.
I promise you, it's going to good use.
Oh,
we got a pick, and he takes it back for a touchdown. North Carolina Central is still in this game.
Okay. And that's Max Urine, of course. No, wait, that's not Max Urine. I'm sorry. That's number 20.
Oh, pick. The 20, the 10, 5, touchdown. Pick 6.
That is
Central.
Mr. Adams for South Carolina.
I gotta see that play
for North
again.
Carolina Central.
Okay.
So yeah, we still
remember
got
that play. Remember that play.
I'm waiting for them to show a replay because I need to know if he put that one in harm's way or I need to know what he saw on that one.
Hey man, we only had 8 votes, man. Y'all participate in this poll, man.
Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Trey
That's only-
Oliver, stone faced as always.
I'm curious. Oh no, I get it. I was gonna say, shouldn't they go for 2 on this one? But it's still a lot of time. So no.
Yeah, I don't think you need a 2 right now. And the PAT is good.
Okay, here's the replay. All right, drops back. No, he didn't see the defender on that one.
Nope.
Yeah. No, that's one you can't put. You can't make that play right there.
That's the first time. That's the first time Billy Atkins has looked like not Billy Atkins all year. And it's now North Carolina Central's right back in his wagon.
Do you blame him on that play, or do you blame the receivers because they're both in the vicinity?
Oh yeah, because that definitely messed up his line of sight for sure. So yeah, that's on them. They got to run better routes.
But was that the play call? Because he's talking to one of his receivers right now. And
Yeah,
I guess he's saying that one of them must have ran the wrong route.
As it stands, though, we got ourselves a ball game again. I mean, we were never in blowout territory anyway, but now back to a 1-score game for the moment.
Yeah, to reset the room, South Carolina State entered the second quarter with a 17-3 lead after scoring on the last play of the first quarter that was set up by a surprise onside kick that they recovered and scored on a bomb to the outside when a defender fell. They took a 17-3 lead on the previous possession before this scoring play. They kicked the field goal to make it 17-6. And on the last play that we're talking about, we got a big return here by South Carolina State that brings it nearly to midfield. Well, not nearly, to midfield. So South Carolina State is set up with great field position on its next possession. Anyway, like I was saying, North Carolina Central gets a big defensive play, getting a pick when probably one of those South Carolina State receivers ran the wrong route, and the defender dropped under it and got it, returned it, and now we are at 17-13 with 9:48 left in the second quarter. Again, South Carolina State looking for winning this game to remain unbeaten in conference play to set up an unofficial MEAC championship game next weekend against Delaware State, which will be in Dover. South Carolina State looking to go back-to-back in the first 2 years under Chennis Berry. And Dell State looking to win its first outright MEAC championship, I believe, since 2007, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Chris, are you doing what I think you're doing?
What?
Are you writing a story?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm still, invested in the findings of the moment in Washington, D.C. So I'm still paying attention to those shenanigans. Well, they're not shenanigans. I mean, that's nothing to laugh at, obviously. The crux of the stuff is nothing to laugh at. But the alleged bombshell that dropped about the president yep.
The president and what?
No, that's not Thomas Johnson. I'm sorry, but that's number 3.
The alleged bombshell about the president and what?
And the former president. Well, I think
the president and the former president.
That apparently, well, I don't want to put too much out there, and I don't want to, be X-rated about it, but apparently one of those Epstein texts and emails is about the current guy in charge allegedly engaged in acts with another former president.
You're kidding. Is that being reported?
It's not being reported. I don't know who's reporting it, but apparently it's a screenshot of one of the Epstein files, allegedly. So, there's still probably going to be some verification needed for that, but the jokes have been nonstop all day. And that's why Billy Atkins is so dangerous. He can run too, but didn't make it to first down territory. So South Carolina State will punt this one away.
And North Carolina Central will have a chance to take the lead.
See, Brandon Cyrus knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, wow. Really?
That's what that's the word on the street, apparently.
No comment.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Jared is like, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole.
And a great punt right there, set and great fielding by the punt team.
As Chennis Berry would say,
go from the one.
As Chennis Berry would say, offense, defense, special teams. We're doing well in all 3 phases. So North Carolina Central will start from inside the 5-yard line when we come back from commercial.
For those of you who are just joining us, if you didn't see our live stream from not even a couple hours ago, 2 hours ago,
Yeah, we just about
we
90
talked
minutes
about
ago.
quite a few topics. We talked about the whatchamacallit. What was the first thing we talked about? It was
the first thing we talked about was the Bama State.
Yeah, right. The Bama State, the fool from UAB that's butthurt about his team losing to Bama State.
Jelly.
We talked about the Grambling State Bethune-Cookman brawl and Cam Newton and Deshaun Jackson's reactions to the brawl and how it may have shown a bit of ignorance on their part. So if you did not tune in and watch that stream, I'd encourage you all to go back and watch those streams and hear our thoughts on those situations.
And Chris and Jared and me, we were all throwing punches at each other.
It wasn't that bad, but I mean, we definitely rebuked each other quite a bit.
Fuck you, nigga. Nigga, you lied.
We didn't go.
We didn't say that.
We didn't go that far, but
I thought he had a Booker T moment.
Hulk Hogan, that's my school. That's my school you talking about, goddamn it.
Jared reminded me of one of the greatest moments in television history.
Oh. After we take that Google in the job, we want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Dog. And the funny thing about it was his face, like he knew he was cooked.
Oh my God.
He knew.
He was like, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
And Sherry,
but he had to stay in character because back then you could not break. You could not break.
And sweet and sensational Sherry, God rest her soul.
Rubbed his face.
She was like, it's all right, you good. And he was like, dang. One of the greatest moments in wrestling history that wasn't even in the ring. What a time. But yeah, so while we're in commercial break, I do want to add.
Go ahead.
I do want to ask the folks in the chat a question. If you guys are paying attention to HBCU basketball at all, who's your pick to win the MEAC and the SWAC? I would love to know what you guys think. And, Jared, if you want to chime in, obviously, I want to know what you think as well from a men's and women's perspective. Because I know I
haven't really been able to really pay attention to MEAC basketball so far. But I think Bethune-Cookman has looked good from what I've been able to see. So it'd be hard pressed for me to say anybody but them could win the SWAC so far. And I believe we have an offsides.
Free play.
And the pay. But it's not going to count because there was an offsides. Am I frozen?
Yeah, it looks like you are. It's like you in the thinker's pose.
Okay, let me refresh my page.
So we're waiting on this. So we're waiting on flag. So there's a pass interference penalty. So that's worse than an offsides. And Coach Barry's like, huh? I'm trying to find where there's a pass interference penalty because I don't see it. Yeah, that is a strange call. MEAC officials, boy, what can I say? That being said, it's 1st and 10, North Carolina Central at their own 17, so they are out of the shadow of their own goalpost. R-Tool, you right, man. You did speak too soon. And you knew that you knew some shenanigans were going to be afoot eventually. And then we already got them. All right. So it's going to be third and short here for North Carolina Central. Big play for the South Carolina State defense here after giving up a pick six and a phantom pass interference penalty. And I think they stuffed. No, they didn't. He got across. First down, Central. Oh my God. The legend of MEAC lives. Ladies and gentlemen,
MEAC.
If you are not familiar with the legend of MEAC, well, I'll tell you after once we go into a commercial break. But yeah, it's a funny story. I promise it is.
I had never seen that mascot before.
Ooh. Is that Josh Barker? No. Yes,
I don't
that
think
is.
Josh Barker. Is Josh Barker still there?
He is. He blocked a field goal last week, and he just stuffed a North Carolina Central run play.
Huh. I thought him and
I think Broughton did graduate.
I thought he and Broughton was both gone.
Hey, Jared, don't you have some pictures to show us?
Speaking of Deshaun Jackson and Cam Newton.
I will show that during the commercials.
Boy. Wait till y'all see this here, man. So North Carolina Central is moving this pigskin. Granted, they were aided by a pass interference penalty that might be considered dubious at best. I like this young man's name, Rufino Van Gates. He either sounds like a mob boss or a record label executive. Like I just signed the Van Gates Records. Did he coming out with that? No, he didn't. But yeah, his name is Rufino Van Gates. Like I said, he's either connected or he's connected. Like, you know, you can every time they pull me out, they pull me every time I get out, they pull me right back in. However that saying goes in The Godfather, whatever. As it is right now, North Carolina Central is approaching midfield after starting in the shadow of their own goalpost. We are 4 minutes left in the second quarter. This game is moving kind of fast, actually. Speaking of moving fast, yeah, Chris Mosley looks healthy. They got to keep putting his shoulder pads though, because they are just like pulling his shoulder pads out the jersey. They can't get a good grip on him.
Okay. So here are the final results. I guess I'll wait for Jared to come back. Let's see if it's going to show up. Oh, Jared's back. Okay.
I'm having a technological nightmare.
Oh, what a catch.
That's
nice. My goodness.
And
there it is again. Rufino Van Gates. Van Gates Records, boy. What?
So here. Oh, wow. So here are the results of the poll. The question being, should it be a requirement to have a college degree to coach at a 4-year school?
What a great effort play right there by Chris Mosley.
Wow.
And he gets in for a touchdown, and Central takes the lead.
Man, this is I told people this is going to be game of the year material, and here we are. My.
So the results of the 21 people who responded to the poll. Question: should it be a requirement to have a college degree at a 4-year school? 48% said yes. 38% said no. 14% said, I'm not sure.
Look at the effort by Mosley. Wow.
Incredible effort right there.
Is that?
We got a barn burner in Durham, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so
that's quick story. 17 unanswered?
17 unanswered. So quick story about MEAC, as Brandon Cyrus was mentioning. Once upon a time, the Middle Eastern Athletic Conference decided they needed a mascot. This is when Dennis Thomas was conference commissioner, and they debuted a mascot by the name of MEAC. Now you're probably wondering, what exactly is a MEAC? It is a person wearing a Barney costume, but with the MEAC logo as its head. No eyes, no ears, no mouth, just the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference logo. And somebody in the MEAC office actually thought that this was a good idea. So that's why the MEAC is the MEAC is the butt of so many jokes, because Dennis Thomas tried so many things that just didn't work. And MEAC might be Look at that.
Wait a minute.
That is MEAC.
Who thought that was a good idea? Why? I don't know why anybody thought that was a good idea.
That looks like the most uncomfortable thing that has ever been worn. I would not want to be that mascot.
It's like OJ when he was in the Naked Gun with the afro and couldn't get his hand in the door. Oh boy, that's why the MEAC, that's why the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference has caught so much wreck over the years from the SWAC. Because I mean, yeah, the SWAC had their bad moments, but they never did anything as foolish as coming up with a mascot with no eyes, no mouth, no ears, just a logo. So that's why MEAC is one of the longest running jokes in the history of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. Yeah. So that was funny. But yeah, Jared got some other pictures he's going to share with us at the halftime mark, I think. So
yeah, just to set this up, we were talking about Cam Newton and Deshaun Jackson's reaction to. I'm not going to show him right now. We're going to show him at halftime. But
yeah, but I'm just going to pull the picture back up. That okay? Or you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know if you were telling me to stop.
No. I'm pulling the picture up.
Getting the breakdown. Oh yeah. So we were talking about Cam Newton and Deshaun Jackson's comments about the brawl between Grambling and Bethune-Cookman, and there were some comments made about Cam Newton's wardrobe, and there was some similarities that we found between Cam Newton and a certain cartoon character. And that's my teaser for what we will show at halftime.
Oh man, I can't wait for y'all to see this, dog. Y'all gonna fall out laughing like I did. I promise you.
Speaking of dog, again, that's my teaser.
Oh,
as much as I watched that show, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw this picture specifically.
I'm sorry. All right, so very interesting drive coming up for South Carolina State. They were up 17-3. They had an onside kick. They were rolling. Now they're down 20-17 with 2:58 left in the second quarter in the first half. Let's see what Billy Atkins IV can cook up here.
And also important to note, North Carolina Central wins this game. They're still in the hunt for the MEAC title. If they beat South Carolina State here and South Carolina State beats Delaware State in the final season, I'm not sure how the tiebreakers go because all three of those teams would be 4-1 in conference play in that scenario.
I think it's like a stair step thing. Like South Carolina State would have the tiebreaker over Delaware State, but North Carolina Central would have the tiebreaker over South Carolina State.
And then Delaware State. So Delaware State would have the tiebreaker over North Carolina Central. North Carolina Central would have the tiebreaker over South Carolina State, and South Carolina State would have the tiebreaker over Delaware State.
Yeah, it's a lot going on here. It is a lot going on here.
So I believe it would then go to overall records, which North Carolina Central and South Carolina State as of right now are both 7-3.
Dave said if all three are tied, Durham Tech goes.
Yeah.
You gotta love the A&T, the Aggie Eagle rivalry. It's very personal, very tempestuous.
That's a good topic. What would you say is the face of HBCU rivalries?
Ooh.
When people talk about HBCU rivalries, what's the first one that you think of? Maybe not the best one, but what's the one that you think of?
For me, it probably would be Grambling and Southern. It would. But I think the Aggie Eagle is a close second because those two despise each other.
See, I was going to say there are layers to this though, because contrary to popular belief, there is no genuine hate between Grambling and Southern. That it's a rivalry, obviously, because it's both schools are state institutions within the state of Louisiana, but for the most part, it's considered a friendly rivalry. Now you say, but I think it's safe to say A&T and Central,
they do not like each other.
Yeah, Central. I was going to say Central and A&T is the one.
So if you're talking about hated rivalries, I would say, I would say to me the top two is as far as heated/hated, and someone talked about A&T and Winston-Salem State, and that is kind of intense historically speaking, right? Historically speaking, but I think A&T and Central probably would get top 9. And I'll tell you what would probably be a close second, believe it or not, would be, and I don't know if there's really hate, but there's been a bit of disdain. It would be Jackson State and Southern.
Champ D did say that. He said Aggie Eagle. He said JSU Southern. He said Bayou Classic, and he said the Magic City Classic.
Yeah, and I get it, but now, and like I said, I wouldn't know this, but I wouldn't view Alabama State and A&M as a heated as in, obviously you take sides, but I don't know if this is hated, dude. I don't think both schools hate each other. I know A&T and Central hate each other. I don't know if Jackson State and Southern actually hate each other, but I do know it's probably to the extent that if somebody from Jackson State was on the side of the road and needed help, and somebody from Southern's passing by, they're going to give you a middle finger and say, call AAA if you can afford it.
That reminds
somebody
me
said
of,
Virginia State, Virginia Union. Is that, I'm not.
As the D2 correspondent, that would not be in my top 3. My top 3 would be Albany State and Fort Valley State.
Oh, yeah.
The commemorative classic between Johnson C. Smith and Livingstone. And there was one that I was thinking of that I forgot.
But do they hate each other?
The commemorative classic, they hate each other. They absolutely do.
Okay.
Albany State and Fort Valley State, their alumni more hate each other than the current guys do. But but that's a heated rivalry for sure. And the other one, I forget what the other one I had. It involved
Tuskegee and, well, you know what? I think if you kind of throw Tuskegee in the mix with like Alabama State and A&M, I think if you go back, Alabama State and Tuskegee might have a little something there, right?
Yeah. There's not recently, but I mean, I guess you can make an argument for V State and V Union, but but the commemorative classic and the in Albany State Forfeit, commemorative classic to me is number one in terms of hated rivalries. That's number one. Those two schools hate each other. They do not like each other at all.
Okay.
And Albany State and Fort Valley State, some of the things I've seen from the alumni have been either very hilarious or are very heated. It depends on the day. But
Champ D says South Carolina State hates A&T, but it's not really the other way around.
yeah, I was about to say, I was thinking that when he said it. I don't think of that, and when I think of
I didn't even think about that either. What's South Carolina State got against A&T? Oh, I'm not aware of that one. Oh, I will. You know what? Believe it or not, I don't know if I think it. Believe it or not, Mississippi Valley, they ain't got a whole lot of love for Jackson State.
Jackson State ain't think about that.
But I was going to say, and I'm going to say, just like A&T don't necessarily think about South Carolina State, Jackson State don't view Valley in the same way. But I do know the folks with Valley they don't like Jackson State. I do know that. That's crazy. Someone said Johnson C. Smith and Livingstone is definitely a heated rival.
It absolutely is a heated rivalry. For those who don't remember, a couple of years ago, their game had to be called off because of a brawl that happened. So they are absolutely heated rivals. And in the last year, we remember Livingstone beating Johnson C. Smith in the final week of the season to keep them out of the CIAA championship game. And Johnson C. Smith got their lick back, and now they're in the championship game for the first time since 1972, which, once again, you can watch tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on HBCU Go. It'll be Virginia Union and Johnson C. Smith in the CIAA championship game. But right now, South Carolina State is driving downfield with a minute 54 left in the first half. Both teams still have all three of their timeouts. So if North Carolina Central wants to get another shot at the ball, but we got an injury. Looks like one of the big boys.
That's not good because that South Carolina State offensive line is so important to what they do.
I cannot tell who that is.
You know, it's always funny. We my alma mater, we really don't have a rival. When you think about it.
You don't?
We don't. I mean, everybody in the MEAC, I mean, we've just always wanted to beat everybody in the MEAC, but there's never been any real blood feud with anybody. I mean,
our closest rivals will probably be State and Union. That's probably ours.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, because I'm trying to think. Did we really have any? We're just not in close proximity enough to anybody. Dave says Morgan State doesn't have a rival too, except Towson.
Wow, there may be some truth to that.
So to that point, would Delaware be our rival? Even though y'all haven't had the most success against them.
That may be a good point.
We've had zero success. Well, at least in football, we haven't. At least in football, we have. In basketball, we've done better against them.
But in terms of heated, y'all have been heated.
Oh yeah, we've had our. Yeah, we've had.
Oh, what a play! He shot out of a cannon on that one.
He didn't see it, but I'll guarantee you he felt it. Shouts out to my John Madden 96 players. If you remember that line. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, I got a story about this. I got to tell this story at halftime. But yeah, Brandon brings up a great point. I forgot. There may not be a football rivalry, but boy.
Delaware State used to be UMES back in the day.
It used to. Well, our rival used to be UMES, is what he's saying.
Oh, the rival.
I got a
story. The rival. Okay.
I got a story about that. Boy, this is one story that I have not told. If you know me, I got a lot of stories, but I got one story that I've got to tell at halftime. So I'm gonna wait till half. I want to see what South Carolina State does on this final drive. So it is 3rd and long. They're not going to use the timeout here.
You got all three. I'm confused. Okay, they used one.
Okay, they did use one there. All right. So yeah, thank you, Brandon, for reminding me. Because boy, this is going to be. Whew, Lord have mercy.
So it's been announced, by the way, that it was published today that Grambling will be playing TCU next year.
Horn
Football.
Frogs.
Oh, speaking of that, take this with a grain of salt because of who published it. But it's being reported that Tennessee State will play the University of Georgia next year for $600,000.
What?
That's cheap.
Yeah.
What?
That needed to be 7 figures.
What?
Georgia got that money to spare, man. Come on, 600,000, really?
What?
That need to be 1.5.
That's being reported?
Take it with a grain of salt because of who posted it. But
Who?
Premier.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Wow.
Let me make sure. No, wait.
Oh, they got him again.
Oh no, FBSschedules.com is also reporting it. So
$600,000?
they are saying
Tennessee State and wow.
Yep, the Bulldogs will pay the Tigers a $600,000 guarantee for the contest, according to the copy. Oh, it's first reported by the Tennessean, so it is absolutely.
Thomas Johnson finally gets to Billy Atkins, knocks the ball out of his hand. I don't know if they're going to call that an incomplete pass or a fumble or not. Well, I think South Carolina State got back on it anyway, so yeah.
So yeah, according to the Tennessean, Tennessee State will only get $600,000 to play the University of Georgia. A very recent 2-time national champion University of Georgia team, by the way.
That's crazy. I wonder what the particulars are on that. Now, it might make sense. If I'm not gonna try to dissect that because I think I already know the answer. I was gonna say, is Tennessee State gonna be required to bring his band?
Oh, I would think
Let's
so.
look at the report.
We did mention this at the outset. We mentioned
what? Oh, you talked about family having a new AD? Yeah, we did. Yeah,
we did mention that Angela Suggs is out. So
yeah,
I still
but
think
she's staying with the school though,
as a special assistant to Marvin
the
Johnson,
president,
whatever that entails.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Central took a knee. So no, it didn't. So why is the ESPN clock going 9:50?
What in the world?
Oh, Jesus.
Get y'all ticker right. Come on, man.
Please. Y'all are ESPN. Y'all know better than this. That being said, it looks like North Carolina Central is going to try to get some points on the board because they're in shotgun formation.
Oh, no, they just handed off to Chris Mosley. Gets a couple of yards, dives forward. And looks like that's going to be the end of the half. No, wait. They're calling the timeout.
Yeah, they're going.
So while running.
Because he had a timeout.
But still, while running.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to get some points, you got to fling it.
But I haven't seen any reports about if Tennessee State will be required to bring its band. I mean, that's the whole selling point behind the game anyway.
Champ D is saying that he heard Suggs and the president had a pretty good relationship.
Wasn't Suggs fired after they got rid of
Tiff?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but was she hired during the time when the president came in?
Yeah,
no, she was before the president came in.
Yeah, that was Timothy. That was Dr. Tim Beard's hired.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's no telling who they're gonna bring in now.
They bring in a white guy. God help him. I have experience with that too.
So if they do anything like they did the president, they probably gonna bring in a janitor.
Well, nope. There won't be any points for North Carolina Central. There's a sack by South Carolina State.
And they're just gonna take this one into the half.
That will take us to intermission.
So at halftime, North Carolina Central leads 20-17. Again, South Carolina State comes into the game 3-0 in MEAC play, tied with Delaware State at the top of the MEAC standings. If you would have told me that in July, I would have slapped fire out of you for lying. But it is true. Delaware State and South Carolina State right now are tied at the top of the MEAC at 3-0. South Carolina State needs a win to eliminate North Carolina Central from MEAC championship contention. And North Carolina Central needs to win to keep its long shot hopes alive. And a Delaware State loss next week to go into the tiebreakers, which I believe would then go to North Carolina Central, given the scenario, but we'll see.
So apparently the new AD at Florida A&M is John F. Davis. Who is that? I know it's not John H. Davis. Well, hello and welcome to Motor Week. We're glad to have you with us. Not that John Davis, but yeah. Like, okay, I guess we'll have to do our research. Okay, so the Delaware State UMES story. Thank you for reminding me, Brandon Cyrus. So this is March of 2000. This is late February, early March 2003. We were it's one of the last games of the regular season. We take a student bus down to UMES. If you guys are not familiar, Dover, Delaware, and Princess Anne, Maryland are on the same route, on Route 13. It's like about 45 minutes to an hour drive, because you don't need to get far to get to the end of Delaware, unfortunately. So it's a doubleheader. The women's team wins first. And the men's basketball game, it's heated from the word go. You've got pushing, you've got shoving, you've got elbows, you've got all of this other stuff. And you've got cheerleaders, up in each other's face. Like it was wild. So DSU wins the game, and we make our way back to the bus. And some UMES kids followed us out to our bus and jumped on our bus and started fighting. And one kid from our school got stabbed. I kid you not.
Ooh.
And they literally had to, call in the county, whatever. I think that's, I don't want to say that's Talbot County. I don't think that's Talbot County, but I know it's one of the local police municipalities to disperse things. We couldn't even take Route 13 back. We had to go all the way around Route 5301 over into the other side of Maryland to get back to campus, because they wouldn't let our bus off of campus, the UMES folks. So it was crazy.
How long ago was this?
2003. Nah, Brandon, Cecil County is closer to Wilmington, so it wasn't that. But yeah, it was. I mean, it was a scary situation. Like, I'm on the bus. I'm ready to. I'm just there as a sports reporter, but I had to put my bag down and try to keep stuff calm. But it was a scary situation, and I mean, for a long time after that, there were no buses between UMES and DSU.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was just one of those things. So, we've had moments like this before, which is why I was just kind of like cringing when Jack was calling it gang activity and ghetto. It's like, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Do we need to? It's awkward. But yeah, so yes, but for the lighter side of this conversation, Jared Hoffman has a photo that he's going to share with us.
That's the reason why I put this up.
So, when talking about the comments made by Cam Newton and Deshaun Jackson, I remarked that this picture here of Cam Newton looks like Scooby-Doo when Scooby-Doo was put in disguise. And I showed the picture of Scooby-Doo. This is Cam Newton on first take. Can't tell me this don't look accurate. This like there's another that looks a lot closer to the picture that we see right here. This isn't the actual Scooby-Doo. This is actually a Scooby-Doo doll, but he's dressed a lot like how Cam is dressed right now. You can't get more accurate than that.
Mm-hmm. Lord have mercy. See, you only get this kind of foolishness on the HBCU Sports Live, folks. So this is why
looking at.
This is why you should donate to us. We entertain you guys, and for a nominal fee, we can keep entertaining you guys. Be sure to if you got Cash App, you can type in $HBCU Sports. You can donate there. You can go to Zelle, type in donate@hbcusports.com, and then drop your coins there. Also, you can go directly to the website, hbcusports.com/donate, and donate there. And we also do super chats here. If you'll notice, you can click the super chat link on the right hand side of your screen, and you can drop $1, $2, or if you balling like Mackenzie Scott, 50 million, whatever is your pleasure, and you can keep this operation going. So, we can only do stuff like this with y'all's help. So we really appreciate, what you can give. I mean, we know you guys share the stories, you share the pods, but we got bills. We all got bills. So if you guys can help us, drop some change on us, we greatly appreciate it.
Okay. So I had time. Can I try? Can I show y'all something?
Uh-oh. Oh boy. Here we go.
Can I? I need permission, first of all.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Go ahead.
please. Yes.
All he needs is a chicken.
Oh my God. Oh,
Chicken
boy.
George.
Massimo.
Cam Newton with those hats, man,
Massimo.
is the modern day version of Chicken George.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy. See, this is.
I'm just saying.
Only on HBCU Sports can you get this kind of foolishness, y'all. I'm telling you. This is what makes us great. No MAGA. This is what makes us great.
I just immediately, man, I thought Chicken George, and now you see why. I really believe that Cam Newton's attire was inspired.
Wait a minute. Can we put the other picture back up? Hold on a second.
Oh, he and Jared. Yeah. You done found another one.
Too accurate. It's entirely too accurate.
Oh man, Cam Newton is getting these jokes tonight.
Look like a woman in incognito.
And the funny thing is, Cam was on his podcast. He really thought he was saying something. Talk about the SWAC and the MEAC and the SIAC. Just like,
first of all, nobody says the SIAC. We say the SIAC.
That's SIAC, right?
We don't say the SIAC.
We don't say the SIAC. I'm just
saying, since we doing that, let's call the CIAA the SIA. Let's just call the CIAA the SIA.
The SIA or SIA. Oh, but then he said, when he was talking about the fines, he was talking about he was literally talking about the SWAC and the MEAC. I'm like, dude, this MEAC ain't got nothing to do with this. MEAC ain't got nothing to do with this.
Don't tell me he still think Bethune-Cookman in the MEAC.
Apparently so.
Come on.
During his podcast, he literally mentioned about the MEAC and the SWAC getting involved with this, trying to figure this out. I swear to you, I'm not making this up. And you guys in the chat, if you saw, you know what I'm talking about.
Ain't First Take going to the Florida Classic this year?
Are they?
Yo. Oh boy.
Are they?
Hold on. We gotta find out. Because I think that HBCU tour they doing, I think they still got one more stop.
Because, brother, I'm telling you, he thought he was saying something, man. I want to put this one back up. I like that. That's what, big man.
They are going to Bethune-Cookman on November 20th.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, for the classic.
Thursday.
Yeah, Cam, Bethune-Cookman is no longer in the MEAC, bro.
I hope that's not what you said.
He literally mentioned the SWAC and the MEAC, man, trying to supposedly sort this out. If I understood correct, I'm not making this up.
I really hope that you don't think that Bethune-Cookman is in the MEAC when they've been in the SWAC for the last 4 years.
Longer than that. No, wait, you're right. It has been 4 years. My bad. Yeah.
Well, technically, they officially joined in 4 years.
Brandon Siren.
Miyake is like, why I'm in.
See,
Oh,
You don't know how
man.
hard that picture is to find.
I love us.
That
I
picture was
love
hard
us.
to find.
I was gonna say,
That's
because I found
because
myself trying to find it. I was gonna try to post it, but dang.
that's because they have rightfully scrubbed that damn thing
You
from,
said
from
they scrubbed
history.
it.
They did the Men in Black with that one.
They scrubbed it. Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
But yeah, let's talk about this first half real quick. It looked like South Carolina State was about to, run away with this thing. Then Central gets a pick six. They, go back in front on a long drive that started at their own 1 yard line that was aided by a very strange pass interference penalty. And they retook the lead. They're up 20-17 in the half. So I'm really interested to see what Chennis Berry's approach will be, talking to his guys in the locker room, because they did not play a bad first half of football. They just caught a couple of bad breaks.
They played a bad second quarter.
Yeah.
I will say that.
North Carolina Central, 74 yards rushing so far on the ground.
In South Carolina State, I believe, I don't even think they're in double digits right now.
Somebody's gonna earn their money now. So you guys will you guys want to change your mind? You guys willing to change your predictions?
I still got to ride with South Carolina.
You still gonna
State.
ride with South Carolina? Okay. All
I
right.
don't think I gave a prediction.
Yeah.
So I can't really give one now. We're in the hat.
Well, you can. You can.
I say South Carolina State gets it done. I think that they know how much is riding on this game. But nothing would surprise me outside of either team blowing out the other. Nothing would surprise me.
You know what? Let me look at these. I'm trying to find something here.
I'll post a question to everyone and to the chat. Who is everyone's Deacon Jones Trophy winner right now? I'm on the record saying that it should be Curtis Allen. I now would die on that hill. But I'm interested to get everyone else's perspective.
Yeah, right. Deacon Jones. Huh.
Oh, the Black College Football Player of the Year. Excuse me.
Oh, no, I hear you. No.
I mean, Curtis Allen has the numbers. I mean, I just worry if people are going to discount him or discredit him for being in D2, which would be stupid, but we've seen stupid before with respect to people voting for different things, like that egregious American League MVP award vote. Yankees just be buying awards, man. Ain't no way Aaron Judge was better than Cal Raleigh this year. Not a chance. But yeah,
it pissed me off a couple of years ago when they did co-winners. That really grinded my gears.
Mm-hmm.
This should not be. There should not be co-winners for a Player of the Year award. The Heisman, I don't think has ever done it. We shouldn't have never done it. Yeah. I don't like that the NFL MVP when they did it to Steve McNair. He should have got that outright.
Exactly.
It should not have been no co-winner between him and Peyton Manning. No disrespect to Peyton. But there should never be co-winners for a Player of the Year award, an MVP award. I don't like those. I don't like the co-winners. But yeah, I don't think that if they didn't discredit Jada Byers last year, I don't think they'll discredit Curtis Allen, especially considering Andrew Body has been hurt, Jacoby Morgan has been hurt, Walker Harris has played well, so has Caden Bennett. But to me, the level of dominance of Curtis Allen, to me, he should win it. He should win it going away, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think he's got to be the favorite. I mean, I mean, Walker Harris is good, but I mean, he has a whole team around him, honestly. So, I mean, and not to say Curtis Allen doesn't have a whole team around him. I mean, they got some talent over there, but I just still feel like that Curtis Allen is the guy that, has been the most dominant throughout the entire year.
Absolutely. From game one to now. And by the way, for those who don't know who Curtis Allen is, first of all, welcome from the rock you were living under. Also, every game this season, he has had 100 yards and a touchdown. Every single one. His season low of rushing yards was 108. And in that game, he had 4 rushing touchdowns. Ironically, it was against Johnson C. Smith. So that's the level. 2,000 yards in 10 games. Keep in mind that, the exact number, I believe, is 2,091 in 10 games. Keep in mind that, 2,078. Keep in mind, Jada Byers had 2,041 in 13.
Mm-hmm.
So that should show you the level of dominance he's had. And he's the only player in Division II football as a whole that has over 200 rush attempts and is averaging 6 yards a carry. The only one. There's plenty of guys who are averaging 6 yards a carry. He's the only one that has 200 carries. That's the dominance he's had. He should win the Deacon Jones Trophy without question. And if he doesn't win the Harlan Hill Trophy, I'm going to raise heck, because that is, again, sorry for my language, a bunch of malarkey.
Yeah, I can't think of a more dominant offensive player or player period this year than Curtis Allen, man. He deserves all the awards, and he deserves a look at the NFL level. Hopefully he gets all of that.
And my Dr. Alvin Parker and whatchamacallit? Lord, sorry, Coach Ryland. My fault, Coach Ryland. Diego Ryland, they both need looks from FCS, FBS, Power 5 institutions.
Mm-hmm.
They have been that good. Just to underscore how great they have been, since Dr. Alvin Parker has been at Virginia Union, they have had 3 1,500-yard rushers. 3. That is unheard of. Very much unheard of. Safe to say no HBCU has done it in that amount of time. So I don't know
what
has secured the media rights to the men's and women's basketball tournaments beginning in 2029. No! Not give ESPN the NCAA tournament. No.
Son of a. Why?
We cannot have nice things. We can't.
Never.
Wow.
What are we doing?
Wow. My YouTube TV bill is really going up now.
We've seen how the ESPN done fumbled the women's tournament. Why are we giving them the men's tournament? Why are they giving them
I was going to say, I wish I can get some of that money.
Excuse me. Why are they giving them the men's tournament? We see how bad they've done with the women's tournament. We've seen how bad they've looked covering the NBA compared to the other networks.
And let's not talk about the WNBA coverage.
Oh my God. Ryan Ruocco is fighting his butt off.
Actually, you know what? I think he's great. I just think he needs a new partner. Because as I've said,
he is carrying ESPN's him and the trio, Chanae, Elle, and Andrea.
Respectfully,
times 3. The only good thing about, and I call them the holy trinity of respectfully.
Hey, Brandon, if you don't mind, can you provide a link or a source? Who's reporting that?
Yeah, we need to know so we can cuss them out for breaking our hearts like this.
It's it in the men's journal. It says no, Disney didn't.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. It says no, Disney didn't secure NCAA March Madness rights, despite Scott Hughes' post.
So somebody from who formerly worked for Sports Illustrated and 24/7 Sports reported that Disney has secured the media rights to the NCAA. Some guy named Scott Hughes. He reported that Disney has secured the media rights to the NCAA men's and women's basketball tournament beginning in 2029 per release deal, blah, 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 what Brandon said. But the Men's Journal is reporting no, the NCAA didn't secure. No, Disney didn't secure NCAA March Madness media rights.
Oh, thank God.
So it says the Scott Hughes' account was called a fake social media account by a prominent newspaper.
Oh,
Let me see if I can pull this up.
So many
Good.
damn trolls out there. My God.
Let me see if I can.
Oh my God, the Centel and stuff. Look, Centel is funny sometimes, but we're going overboard.
Yeah.
We're really going overboard with it. I'm really glad that we don't have the BS Sports page. I'm not going to say its actual name on here, but that BS Media page.
So it says the account.
You mean bitch sip this tea online sports?
Who? It says the account in the name of Scott Hughes started the chatter by writing on X on November 14th. News: Disney has secured the media rights to the NCAA men's and women's basketball tournament beginning in 2029 per release. The deal ends CBS and Turner's decade-long partnership starting in 2029. March Madness games will be produced across ABC, ESPN, ESPN2, and ESPN. However, who is Scott Hughes? NJ.com has previously accused Hughes' page of being a fake social media account that's a prominent newspaper in New Jersey. It says, according to NJ.com, the same account was responsible for a false rumor about former ESPN NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski in earlier November 2025. A community note was placed on Hughes' post indicating that it appeared to be humor.
Excuse me. Well, we got a massive play in the game. We had a great return by North Carolina Central to open the second half, but South Carolina State player had got his hand in it and stripped the ball loose.
All right.
And one of the South Carolina State players is pointing in the wrong direction, saying that they have the ball.
And the referees will say they got it. Wow. This game is going to go down as some of the all time. So is that out before he hits the ground?
Absolutely a fumble.
It absolutely is
a fumble, and they absolutely look like they got on it.
Mm-hmm. My.
That is you talk about plays that we're going to look back at the end of this game. That's going to be one.
We're going to look at be more careful.
Got to be more careful.
I don't even know what you need to look at.
Yeah, that's absolutely a fumble. And South Carolina State absolutely recovered.
Oh man, don't do that, Brandon. Shucks, I was ready to.
Yeah, man. I'm like, whoo.
So it's saying in the Men's Journal report that Turner, CBS have the rights to the NCAA tournament up until 2032, at least until
2032. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2032.
Thank you, thank Lord.
Yeah, ESPN does not need to get their hands on. I'm still mad that ESPN has the NBA media rights and TNT doesn't.
We can blame David Zaslav for that. That moron.
You blame who?
I cannot stand to watch Inside the NBA with the ESPN logo on.
It looks so bad. It looks bad.
Horrible. Granted,
it looks terrible. It looks terrible.
It looks terrible, Ernie.
Granted, the guys are entertaining no matter what.
Right.
That ESPN logo, it just makes it look. I just don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh yeah. Ken, David Zaslav is the head of Warner Discovery, who said that they didn't need the NBA, so they were never going to make a competitive offer to what ESPN, NBC, and Amazon were making.
Oh, but you need the NHL when nobody.
And I'm a hockey fan, and I think that's stupid. I think that's stupid.
And Wayne Gretzky having him on your that's how bad it is. TNT has Wayne Gretzky on their coverage,
and nobody,
and they still don't be getting the viewers.
So TNT wasn't getting numbers when they had the NBA.
They absolutely were.
No, they were getting. No, what I'm saying is the dude saying that they didn't need the NBA. You have the great one on your NHL coverage, and you're not doing numbers in NHL. So what are you talking about? You don't need the NBA.
Unless they were getting the numbers and they just didn't feel justified in paying whatever it was that
from South Carolina State just got hurt on that tackle.
Yeah. He looks like. I hope it's just cramping.
I hope
Ooh,
so
no,
too.
his leg.
Oh, he's up on his feet, and he's gonna walk. At least he's walking off under his own power. But that looked
Okay.
bad.
Yeah,
That
it
looked
did.
bad. Let's look.
Yeah, he
Here's
crumbled
the.
under that tackle.
Here comes the replay.
Oh, yeah.
He's walking on it though.
No, he's limping now. I mean,
Yeah,
he
limping.
can't even put no weight on it. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Where are the trainers? Why has no trainer gone up to him?
That is
Thank God for tape. Oh
nice,
yeah. Yeah, that's not good.
Great effort.
Yeah, keep in mind I'm on delay.
Yeah. All right, but what were we saying before that? What were we talking about?
TNT.
Oh yeah.
TNT talking about they don't need the NBA. You literally have the great one on your pre and post game show, and you can't even do numbers on that.
No.
Respectfully to the NHL, their game coverage does not do well. And when it comes to social media interactions and media, they get the least amount of attention.
Because I think it's so funny because that was the best part of NBA on TNT would be Chuck and Ernie and Kenny and Shaq reading those tweets and all of that. The NHL doesn't have that same clout because America, by and large, does not care about hockey
at all. Now, really, people don't even know Inside the NBA was in its prime before Shaq even got there.
He sure was.
It was at its best before Shaq even touched Inside the NBA. People just think that NBA really got popping because when Shaq got there. No, it was 10 times funnier before Shaq got there. No disrespect to Shaq.
It was funny when Chris Webber was on there and well, it wasn't funny when Chris
Webber was Chris Webber on it.
No, he was there for time over the years.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah. He recreated the George Bush incident when the reporter threw the shoes at him.
Yeah. Yeah, when because Chuck wanted Gene Chizik fired. And I think it was one of those years that Auburn beat Alabama. And Chris Webber gets up and throws both of his shoes at Chuck and says, "This is for Gene Chizik." And Chuck is dunking his shoes. Yeah, so Jared's right. Inside the NBA would have been popping.
And fun fact, they started doing the run to the board bit because C. Webb beat Kenny in a race.
Yep.
So all the run into the board stuff, that started because Kenny challenged Chris Webber to a race and Kenny didn't run through the tape. And that's when they started doing the run to the board thing.
Ooh. Man, big stop by that North Carolina Central defense.
So that's going to force a
field. Man, I hate y'all. I just want y'all to know I hate y'all right now.
Sorry, man.
Hey, blame YouTube TV and Disney.
Oh, I do, but I'm just saying I'm jealous.
Hey, now you know how I feel when I was 30 minutes behind when y'all.
Who's your provider?
Whatchamacallit? Xfinity.
Xfinity?
Yeah.
And Chris, you with who?
Xfinity.
Oh. I don't even think we have Xfinity here.
Y'all don't have Comcast in Texas?
If we do, we don't have it in my area. You talking about internet provider, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And cable.
I got AT&T.
Oh, okay.
Internet. Broadband.
And the field goal is good, so we're tied at 20 apiece. So that fumble on the kickoff return pays off for South Carolina State, and they tie the game.
I will be right back.
Yeah, they Central really dodged the bullet because that could have been worse than it was.
Absolutely.
I had FiOS once upon a time. It really wasn't that bad. I was, the house I was living in at the time. But yeah, ever since I moved, I moved and I wanted Xfinity, but Xfinity is breaking my pocket, so I might have to think about switching to FiOS.
Oh, the other rivalry that I was thinking of was the AUC.
Oh yeah, I mean I think it's weird that those two actually finished with nearly the same amount of wins this year, but I think that says a lot about Terrence Mathis has finally got that Morehouse program, heading in a positive direction because they looked bad the last couple years.
Look, the SIAC as a whole, from top to bottom, this is probably the best performance that I've seen from the SIAC.
Save for Lane.
Yeah, safe lane. But Central State, they led the nation in turnovers, forced turnovers. Like Central State, they actually look like they could go on a run in the next couple of years if they stick to the program
And they stopped and they stopped fighting on the field.
Right.
They had one at Fort Valley. So we did there is already one SIAC opening. Aaron Kelton announced his resignation from Savannah State earlier today, so I'm interested where Savannah State goes.
Yeah, I don't know if they go within the coaching staff or if they go outside. I'm not sure what they're gonna do.
Coach Unkshay. Shannon Sharp don't even he didn't want to. I never forget that man got on Twitter. I never forget that man got on Twitter and said he wouldn't have gone to an HBCU if his grades were better. So yeah.
Oh, he caught a lot of flack for that.
That was
he caught a lot of flack for that. Granted, I get what he was trying to say. He was like, because he clarified that he going to Savannah State was the best decision he ever made. But people ain't gonna see that. They're only gonna see what you originally said. And given his ventures outside of football, it's kind of like you lining yourself up for the jokes by saying that, but
that's my Michelle.
He's still trying to pick up the pieces from that. Pick up pieces.
Shouts out to Tracy Morgan, his hustle man, playing that thing on the kazoo. But yeah,
hustle man. What you doing coming up in here with a kazoo sucked to a saxophone? Try to get over, man. Man, you was tapping your feet. I saw you. I seen you. All right. I tapped my feet on to pick up the pieces.
Martin just has too many of those if you know type things, man. It's just just a classic show.
I don't care what nobody say. Martin is, without a shadow of a doubt, the funniest show to ever live.
You will get no argument from me on that. I agree with you.
The funniest show. People want to rewrite history and say different shows is better and all that. And we have a lot of great shows to pull from. But in terms of funny, there is no show that'll give you more laughs than Martin.
Not a one, because him and Martin and Tashina Arnold posted an outtake from the Biggie Smalls episode this week.
Oh,
where Pam, where Biggie's like, "Yo, how we gonna get up out of here?"
And then Pam busts through the door.
Yeah, and then she starts, dancing. I mean, of course, we know what the went on the episode where it's like Martin's like, "Bam, bam, there it is. We just saddle up Pam, and we just."
She came in the door,
and Pam said, "Whatever, Arsenio Small." The way she said it was just so doggone funny. Meanwhile, 3rd and 1 here for North Carolina Central, a pivotal possession after the fumbled kickoff.
Interesting, they don't call holding on that one. I saw a clear holding call right there.
Yep. And I think Mosley, scooted through for a first down. So, yeah, Central moving this pig now, man. South Carolina State got to find a way to stop the bleeding a little bit. They were able to catch a break on that fumbled kickoff return.
Walker Harris drops back to pass. South Carolina State unable to get home. They send 4.
That was a good decision too, because he had nothing downfield. He got at least a couple yards out of it, and he was looking for a penalty too, but I think he was still in bounds. Oh, that was close.
He was just barely still in bounds.
Ooh, that was close.
If you're that South Carolina State defender, you can't do that.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
That was almost 15 yards. As it is 2nd and 6 for the Eagles. They are at midfield. I love their Eagle logo too. That thing is nice in a 21st century-ish.
That's a conversation we have to have. Who has the best logo in HBCU in the HBCU realm?
Good
and
question.
My answer would absolutely 100% be UAPB.
Oh yeah, I like theirs.
UAPB's logo is top notch. If you talk about the most iconic logo,
get it right. Get it right.
I'm not even going to say it. Anyway, the best logo, the best looking logo to me is no question UAPB.
I'll be honest. I miss
you talking about UAPB?
Yeah, the best.
It's pretty creative. Yeah,
it's very creative and it's the best looking.
I miss the old Delaware State logo that came along when I was a student there back in the early 2000s. We had the most Looney Tunes looking Hornet with it was either red or white or red, white, and blue.
Did you say Looney Tunes?
It looked like the most I'm about to sting Elmer Fudd looking Hornet ever devised.
I remember that.
But I love that old logo. I love that old Hornet so bad, man. Like when we started updating stuff and making it look real robotic, I was like, But yeah. I also like Howard's word marking. I mean, their font, whatever they use, it's pretty doggone impressive. And who has the best color scheme though? I want to talk color schemes too.
Ooh, that's a good question. Because I don't want to cheat and say anybody with the normal color schemes, like the teams that got black and gold. Of course, that's gonna look good. Like us scrambling who uses black and gold. I don't want to say that.
I'll tell you. I like when Florida A&M does the all orange thing. I mean, the orange and green is cool by itself. And when they do the all orange, whether it's basketball, baseball, football, or whatever, it looks pretty cool. I
like when Florida A&M does their blackout colors.
Oh yeah,
I like their blackout colors.
I like our color scheme. Our official color scheme is called cherry red, Columbia blue, and white. And the brand of blue we use just looks so good. It's so clean. Who else?
I'll tell you this. In terms of logos, as a whole for the conference, no conference has a better collection of logos to me than the CIAA.
Oh yeah.
There is not a miss at all in the CIAA logos. Nope. There's not one bad one.
I like how Livingstone.
You talking about collectively as a conference collectively?
As a conference collectively, the CIAA doesn't have a single miss. If you see a single miss in the CIAA logos, let me know. But I don't see any misses in the CIAA logos.
It's so crazy because Lincoln, they probably I like their color scheme the best, but they the worst football program in the conference. Which leads me
their basketball school.
Which leads me to believe, are they going to move on from Frank Turner after this year? Because they did not win a game this year.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I don't think it does either.
It doesn't matter. Ooh, Jay's give me 5. He says number 5, the game of the year is Alabama State versus Jackson State.
No argument there.
His team of the year, he has Delaware State. I know you like to hear that. His defensive player of the year, he has Gerard Washington from South Carolina State. And offensive player, you know what you're talking about, Jay. You know what you're talking about. The offensive player of the year, he has Curtis Allen. And his surprise, he has Prairie View A&M. I'm not surprised by Prairie View A&M, but okay. I think Kentucky State would have been a much better surprise team.
Oh, yes. All right, so we are back. 9:22 left in the third quarter. And we got 3rd and long coming up for North Carolina Central at midfield.
And Tips 2 cents. She says the play of the year was Jackson State's stop on the 2-yard line.
Mhm.
And the HBCU newcomer of the year, she
Mhm.
had James Jones of Delaware State.
Sweet Jones, kid from Baltimore who was at Louisiana Lafayette last year, has hit on 5 touchdowns of 75 yards or more.
James Jones.
Talk about a home run hitter.
I was about to say who, but you didn't say Mike. So.
Well, Pimp C, the late great Pimp C, had an alter ego named Sweet James Jones. That's why I said Sweet Jones. So, but yeah.
No, I was about to say who because of the way he said.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Walker Harris took a hit, but delivered the ball on time. And that's a first down for Central.
They're set up at the 35-yard line. As we're surpassed the 9-minute mark in the third quarter. Drops back to pass. And the middle of the, what do we say about the middle of the field?
Wow.
What did we say about the middle of the field? It's been there all game.
And they have been cooking with it. Mekhi Wall, the guy who fumbled on the opening kickoff. That's why you love football, man. You got a chance to make a play next time out.
Where's the adjustments?
Good question.
The middle of the field they've been running slants on them all day. They've been running slants on them all game.
And this was, that route was nasty.
There's nobody within 5 yards of him.
Good on Mekhi Wall for keeping his head in the game. Like that fumble could have cost him, but instead it's 27-20 Central. Oh, Brandon Cyrus reminded me of what Winston-Salem State's logo used to look like. Oh, boy. They caught so much wreck for that old ram head that looked like something else entirely. I'll let you guys look that up and find that out for yourselves. But, yeah.
Okay. Since you guys are willing to give credit, are you guys willing to be bold and indicate what your least favorite logo is? I'm not going to say it's the worst.
I'll look him up. Let's look him up.
What do you? Let's go by conference. What is your least favorite?
Well, they're technically not a part of the conference anymore, but in the CIAA, St. Aug by a mile.
St. Aug.
St. Aug they have a falcon in their logo, and it's more wings than it is falcon.
Yeah, that's always been a weird looking logo. I agree with Jared on that. The MEAC logo that I like the least, UMES. By
the least.
Easily UMES. Easily UMES. Just boring.
Is it?
Very, very boring looking. For the SWAC, I mean, the SWAC doesn't have many misses, but I tell you, I feel like Alabama A&M could actually do more with their Bulldog. I do.
For the MEAC, I'd say Coppin State.
That's fairly new. That's a fairly new logo that they're using.
It is? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Coppin State's logo. I'd say Coppin State.
My least favorite CIAA logo, but like Jared said, they don't have any misses, so it's hard to pick one. But I would probably say, I think the blue and black of Livingstone just kind of throws me off a little bit. I know they're supposed to be the Blue Bears, but
if I had to pick somebody from the CIAA, I guess I'd say Fayetteville State, but I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's just my least favorite, or maybe Virginia Union because I wish it would be more Panther.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess my answer I probably will be Fayetteville State, but it's not, or Virginia State. No, Virginia State. That's my final answer, Virginia State.
All right,
but it's not a bad logo either.
My least favorite SWAC logo is Texas Southern.
Let me look up SWAC logos to see what my least favorite would be.
Least favorite is Texas Southern.
Yeah, SIAC from least favorite.
My least favorite SWAC logo, probably Bethune-Cookman.
Bethune-Cookman.
Your team name is the Wildcats. Do something creative with that, please.
Mm-hmm.
You say BC.
There's too many opportunities for creativity, and it's just a BC. Either them or Alcorn. I'm not a fan of Alcorn.
Well, Alcorns you can't do too much with because you don't want to, err on the side of offending our indigenous friends.
Which is why I'm going to go with Bethune-Cookman, because Wildcats, you can do something with that.
Right.
You can do something with that. Now, the SIAC logo, that I like the least.
Well, Chris, they that's not the original logo. They actually used to have a brave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about Alcorn.
Yeah, that's why I said they kind of dialed it back, because there's not too much you can do without really being offensive.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be careful with that. I mean, I think my least favorite SIAC logo, I'd probably have to say, is Miles.
You know what? I take that back. Well, I'm looking at these SWAC logos again. PV got so many, but the one that they're using right now on the website, it looks PV-ish.
PV-ish.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at the Texas Southern logo, I don't like it.
But I'd still say my least favorite would have to be Texas Southern. But you know what? But out of the 12 teams, PV and the Texas schools are 11 and 12.
I'm not a fan, but I'm not a fan of the Doom Cookies because you can do it better.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, you know what? They used to have a Wildcat logo. I think they still use they still use a Wildcat logo. I think.
Let me see.
They've used one in the past. If you go kind of look at their mix of maybe in their official media kits, I think there's a Wildcat that they used to use.
Well, I'm not seeing one on their site. So.
No, okay, but let me see something.
And while you're looking at a South Carolina,
you know what?
drive,
So do a Google search, and you know what? Let me see if I can I'll just see if I can just pull it up and see if this makes. No, I can't do that. Do a Google search on BCU Wildcat logo, and you'll see the Wildcat that they have.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that Wildcat, but it's not the worst.
Yeah.
Upon further review, it's not worse than any
now. Out of the MEAC logos, my least favorite is
for me is Coppin State.
For you, is Coppin State?
Yeah,
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
And me, it's UMES.
Actually, you know what? I kind of like Coppin State. It's just clean to me. My least favorite is Norfolk State's. It's just way too busy.
Let's look up Norfolk State.
That's just.
Excuse me. I think we might have some important news, according to Dave.
What's up?
Disney and Google dispute is over.
What?
Please don't tell me it's from that same guy.
No,
not from Scott Hughes, please.
Hold on, man. I'm about to act a fool. I'm about to act a donkey.
You gonna act?
Oh no, I'm gonna agree with you on the Norfolk State logo.
Yeah, it's too busy.
I don't like it. And the Spartans aren't detailed enough.
Yeah, I just think you just have the Spartans.
And add detail to the Spartans.
Yeah.
Make them stand out.
Yeah, but the Norfolk State and all that's just too busy.
Uh-oh. Billy Atkins in trouble.
Atkins escapes the pocket, and a great play by the receiver that shoved out the tackle to get the first down.
Whew. So
they're just outside of midfield.
Okay. All right. YouTube, TV, and Disney reach deal ending 2-week blackout. Okay. All right. Now let me go ahead.
Better days are coming for Ken Rashad.
Man, I can let go of this.
Never would have made it.
Man, let me see what I got. Let me see.
Silas said, Silas ain't happy. Silas ain't happy with your choice, Ken. Silas said, Grambling has the most popular and recognized logo, but my PV logo is just fine.
Oh, see, I didn't say it was that. If you notice, Silas, I was very careful with my wording because I didn't want to offend anybody. That's why I said my least favorite. I didn't say worst. It's easy to say it's the best. All I'm saying is, and for the record, I am referring to the PV logo that is on the SWAC website.
And while we were away, a fumble.
We got a forced fumble, and North Carolina Central recovered.
Yikes!
It's on the South Carolina State player's back.
My man,
and it looks
20.
like North Carolina Central has the ball.
My man, number 20 with the pick 6 and the fumble recovery. He might win the MEAC DPOY this week. Lord have mercy. Now I got a question that's really going, get the people going. For your alma mater, who is the most recognizable athlete?
Amir Hall. No, Isaac Redman.
Former athlete or just okay? I mean, what
in the history of your athletic program? Who is the most recognizable athlete?
The most recognizable?
Yeah, Ken. I know this is gonna be hard for you because Graham got some heavy hitters.
No, I think the most recognizable probably just it'd probably be Doug Williams.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, for us, I think it'll be for Isaac Redman.
For Delaware State, it's got to be John Taylor.
John Taylor.
Because he's the only.
Okay, so Chris, are we talking most recognizable, or are we kind of talking like most famous?
I think famous and recognizable are interchangeable in this respect.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, in this case, if that's the case, I'd say it'd probably be Doug Williams.
Yeah, it's either Amir or Isaac Redman for us.
Yeah, I think it's John Taylor for us because he's the only one that can claim the one of the greatest throws of all time, the game-winning Super Bowl catch. So
to my man Silas, I just want you to know I actually prefer the PV, the logo, the PVAMU. Do you guys still use that? Or don't I remember the purple one had the Black Panther? I actually like that one than compared to the one that they use on the website. They actually used to the SWAC used to have to use that PVAMU one with the Black Panther as opposed to the one they got now. I actually prefer that one. That's just me. I would prefer that one over the one that you guys that they're currently using on the SWAC website right now. Least favorite though, like I said, yeah, the Norfolk State, CIAA.
I'm gonna cheat and say St. Aug because that's St. There's too much wing compared to the rest of the bird.
Okay. So, dumb question. Is okay, well, I want to CIAA right now. Right now, I'm on CIAA, and looking at these logos, it is a no-brainer. My least favorite one, and because I don't know anybody at Bethune-Cookman, not at Bethune-Cookman, but because I don't know anybody at the school, I'd say my least favorite one is Benedict's.
For the SIAC?
Yeah. It's I don't know, man. They need an upgrade.
All right, so I got another question, and we're gonna take it away from sports now. We're gonna go with the totality of your university. The most recognizable alum that you have.
The most recognizable alum that what?
That your school has outside of sports. A&T, I know y'all got some heavy hitters. I better see some stuff from you, Brandon. And Dave.
Yeah. Put the name in the chat, man. Y'all give us something to.
Jesse Jackson or the A&T for. By the way, we send our prayers to Reverend Jackson, who was hospitalized recently.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most important Black people or people, period, of the 20th century. For us, I don't know. I mean, Delaware State. I mean, I think our school. I think the strength in our school is we don't have like one famous person, but we got people that have made their marks in different fields and all of that. So, I mean, it's hard for me to pick, honestly, but
my least favorite CIAA logo is Bowie State's. It's butt ugly.
Ooh.
I'm joking.
Jared was ready for battle.
He's like, motherfucker.
Well, Michael Smith, I don't know, man. It ain't looking like you may not have to. You may not have to because North Carolina Central has taken control of this football game here at the moment. Right now it's 3rd and 7, so they need to convert this first down before we go.
For those of you who are just joining us, and
hey, guess what? I got YouTube TV back. I could turn this off. Let me see if I can talk to you guys in real time now.
So
For those of you who are just tuned in, South Carolina State at the end of the first quarter led 17-3. And right now, with 3 minutes and 56 seconds left in the third quarter, North Carolina Central leads 27-20. For those of you who aren't well equipped at math, North Carolina Central has outscored South Carolina State since then 24-3.
it's a nice little run.
But as to answer the question about our most famous alumni, we actually got a couple of candidates. We got Tony Braxton. We got Javon Adepo, who, by the way, was nominated for an Emmy recently for his role in The Watchmen. And we got Wale.
For Lauren. Apparently, his new album is really good. I need to check that out.
I've never.
Silas says Terry Ellis from En Vogue. And I
forgot Miles Frost.
Respectfully.
Yes, sir.
Respectfully.
It's crazy that her and Holly Robbins and Pete are best friends and they're not sisters because they look so
respectfully.
much alike.
I know that's right. Oh my, that is crazy.
I'm like, how are they not sisters? They look so much alike. It is crazy. But yeah, Terry Ellis was always the finest in En Vogue by a country mile.
Looks around the room. Hey, Terry.
Got to be more careful.
I also forgot Miles Frost, who won a Tony. So we got some nice alumni.
I'm trying to see. And you saying not sports related?
Yeah.
I want to be careful, man. Are we just talking all time or are we talking current?
All time or current is fine, whichever one you prefer.
Oh, if we talking current, then I'd say Javon Adepo. If we talking all time, I'll probably go Tony Braxton. Even though she didn't graduate though, so I don't know if she counts.
If we're talking current, we're talking me, obviously, for Delaware State. No, I'm playing. No.
Okay, so I want to be careful with this. I don't want to split hairs, but because there are a lot of the folks, they attribute alumni to those, and I'm trying not to be formal here, but did they have to graduate from the school? Because we often attribute alums to folks who didn't necessarily graduate, but
because takes away Wale and Tony Braxton from me, because neither one of them.
That's why I'm trying to be careful with my answer.
Karen Davis comes through for A&T. For Central. Damn, Central folk gonna beat my butt. The late Andre Leon Talley, Ninth Wonder from Little Brother, and the man who the best airport in the country is named after, Maynard Jackson. I love Hartsfield Jackson Airport, mainly because I'm a transportation geek, so I love the plane train. Like the plane train is probably one of the most ingenious things I've ever seen in my limited travels through airports. So I like Hartsfield Jackson a lot.
So again, I want to answer the question, but who are we? Did they have to graduate or did they just attend?
You can say they attended. It's fine.
Okay, so if it's attended, then I say either Tony Braxton or Wale.
Silas said Terry Ellis. Silas said he was at this Prairie View at the same time as Terry Ellis and didn't even notice. How are your antennas not up, Silas?
What? Silas, come on, man.
I'd have been looking for that woman in the daytime with a flashlight.
Hey, Silas, let me show you what you did. That's what you did. That's what you did. Come on, man. You got to keep your antennas up.
Boy.
What'd you say, Jared? He fumbled?
Let me tell you something. It's always so crazy when you realize who you went to school with after you went to school with. Like the lady who just won the Albany, New York mayorship, the first black mayor in the history of Albany, New York. She was a Dell State cheerleader. And she was cute then. But she's respectfully now. But it was just so I was like, yo, she looks familiar. And then I remembered her name. I was like, oh snap, that's Dorsey. She's the mayor. So yeah. So I would probably, we're talking currently. I probably think the newest mayor of Albany, New York, is our most famous alum at this point. Outside of sports. So South
Man, I'm
Carolina.
trying to. I mean, you know.
Are you sure about this, Michael? Because the Celebration Bowl the last couple of years with South Carolina State was very nicely attended. I don't know if I agree with this.
Very indecisive play there.
From Mr. Atkins.
If you're going to scramble, you gotta fully commit.
You got to commit to the bit. Tuck and run. So it is 2nd and 11. Yeah. Central's been getting pressure all night long. I'm really surprised that they've been getting pressure on this South Carolina State offensive line. Atkins under pressure again and has to get rid of it. Wow. This central defense has pinned their ears back and just gone.
31 seconds left in the third quarter. And South Carolina State's really going to have to turn it up if they want to win this game. Again, they're 3-0 right now in conference play. North Carolina Central wins. They are still in the race for the MEAC title. And
here's what really can happen. Here's what really can make things funny. If Delaware State loses to Howard tomorrow, hopefully that doesn't happen. And if they lose to South Carolina State next week, then
North Carolina Central for sure is going in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this clock can't be right because 31 seconds and the stat broadcast is saying it's 3 minutes and 49 seconds.
Okay, so yeah, I guess it's.
Oh no, it's just not updated yet.
Yeah.
They probably went into.
So it's behind.
Wi-Fi.
Okay.
They probably ran into some Wi-Fi issues in the stadium. We all know how that can be.
Mm-hmm. Atkins under pressure again. This time completes it though and gets the first.
Great play by the receiver to get the dive forward for the. And they're only bringing four. They're only bringing 4. It's not like they're bringing a whole house.
Guess what? I'm ahead of you now.
Uh-oh.
I got YouTube TV back in Disney.
YouTube TV created a monster.
They're going to just run out the third quarter.
I don't think so. I mean, they are they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
So we're going to head into the fourth quarter with...
Ladies and gentlemen, put your fours up.
North Carolina Central leading 27-20. And South Carolina State is driving, looking to tie the game. They are past midfield. Janice Berry hyping up the crowd in his bubble coat.
So to answer your question, I'm trying to been going back and forth, man, just trying to think. I think right now most famous for Grambling would probably either be Charles Blow or Erykah Badu.
Erykah Badu. Oh, on and on and on. My cypher keep moving like a
I went to school with Erykah. She was Erykah Wright at the time. And let me tell you, that is not an act.
I didn't think it was.
That is, I guess the word to use would be eclectic. She was really that. She was a theater major, and was a damn good actor. And she would perform in the plays in a theater. We at the time it was called the Little Theater. Still there, but she really good. But believe me when I tell you, that is no act. That is no act.
It's crazy to think that Erykah Badu and David Banner were in college at the same time at rival schools. Because David Banner was the SGA vice president in the Southern.
Yep. So that entire time while I was there, I went to school with Erykah. I went to school with Charles Blow. I was actually there when E40 was there.
Wow. Sprinkle me, man.
Tell me when to go.
Jesus
And,
Christ, that bread, so shake 'em.
I ain't got none, but I'm thinking about growing some.
Tell me when to go.
Tell me where to go. Tell me where to go.
Dum.
You'll get me started. Watch. When it's over, I'm gonna go to YouTube.
See, I'm gonna give Silas the benefit of the doubt with his explanation. We had so many fine sisters at Prairie View when they were there in bunches. Terry was a year behind me, and even went to high school with my high school sweetheart. Come on, fellas, you know how I was on HBCU campus.
Hey, look, let me tell you something.
So Silas, I'm gonna say this. You may not have known who she was, but I promise you, chances are she passed by you was like,
hey, there. I think I speak for everyone.
You ain't know who she was. You was like,
I'll speak for everyone here. When I say the amount of beautiful women on the HBCU campus, you will have to double take a lot.
So
you will double take.
So, look, man, let me say, I got to tell the story now. I was taking my son. Now, kind of went on an HBCU tour, right? He's a senior in high school. So this is where we took a flight. We flew from Dallas. We flew to New Orleans. This is what we were going to do. And we had this all aligned. We were gone in New Orleans, and we were going to do half a day at Dillard. It was all scheduled. Half a day at Dillard. The second half was going to be at Xavier. And then from there, we drove from New Orleans to Montgomery. Spent the night in Montgomery, and that was on a Friday. And the next day, we drove from New Orleans basically to Tuskegee, because they had high school day, in which at that time, and it just happens on that day, Tuskegee was playing Lane, and it was high school day. And so, unfortunately, a flight was delayed, couldn't get to the tour on Dillard. Xavier was great. Then we got to Tuskegee, and my wife was upset. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? You know, well, I should say she was upset, but she kind of had a light tube. And I said, what's wrong with you? It's your son. I'm like, what? He gonna really look at these girls like they're a piece of meat? I'm like, oh my God. He ain't even trying to hide it.
Young fella.
She gonna kill me for telling. He ain't even trying to hide it.
Look, young fella, let me give you some advice. Keep you a poker face.
Yeah.
Your poker face gotta be strong in front of mama. Don't let her get you no indication about them eyes wandering. And when you looking, can't move your head.
No, he wasn't obvious. She was just hyper focused on how he was reacting. You know, he was trying to be cool with it. She just, you know.
When you gotta,
it ain't helping. It ain't helping that these girls wearing what they wearing. True that.
So it's looking like North Carolina Central about to send the house. They bring the blitz. They're not able to get home, and a deflection, and it's not able to bring in the interception.
Oh.
Flag.
And is it a holding?
Pass interference.
Wow.
Oh, it's pass interference.
Well, the MEAC officials giveth, and the MEAC officials take
it away.
Man.
Let's see if that was a good call. Let's see. All right, they're showing the replay. There's some touching and grabbing. I don't know if that was obvious enough to call.
Yeah, that looks kind of.
Ooh. Nowhere to go. So Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did. I'm still trying to think. Okay, so here's a question for you, since we talk about alums. I don't know if this may be kind of obvious, but who would you say, and I'm not going to just limit it to one, who would you say are the top 3 most famous HBCU alums currently?
Oh, currently. I was about to say all time Dr. King's got to be on that.
Well,
list.
yeah, currently.
Currently, okay.
Currently. Top 3 all time. Well, top 3 currently.
Does Oprah count?
Ooh.
Oh, see, Ken is in front of us now. Now he's gonna brag. So we gotta wait and see what's happening here.
He laid it on thick with that one.
Yes,
Just
he
to
did.
let us know that he was ahead. All right. Back to pass and wide open.
Ooh, yep,
The middle of the field has been kind to both teams.
yep. And we are once again back to Dukes. So yeah, this is a legendary game, man.
Hey, here's a question by Smith Michael. Do you guys think these 2 teams can match up to JSU?
Who's to say it'll be JSU in the Celebration Bowl?
Oh, I don't think he necessarily was. I think he just saying, could they match up?
No. I'm joking.
No. Yes.
If that Dale State offense is cooking like the way they're cooking,
Yes.
they'll make it a game for sure.
Yeah, that run game is our run game is the best in the country, and it's hard. It's hard to get going against a team when they keep the ball from you.
Brandon says Kamala Harris, Stephen A. Smith.
Oh God,
Stephen A. I think
Don't.
you may not like him.
You can't deny it. You may not like it, but you can't deny it.
There's definitely an argument for it.
Exactly right.
There's an
good
argument.
with Brandon. That's good. Yeah.
that dude is an embarrassment.
Hey, come on, man.
Does Oprah count?
Yeah, she counts.
Oh yeah, she went to Tennessee State. That's right.
Tennessee State.
Harris, Oprah, and I don't know. You might have to say
You gotta go with Stephen A. Smith.
You might have to go with Stephen A. You may not like it, Chris, but it's true. It's true though.
And that dude, and you know what's funny? Stephen A. Smith actually gave me some great advice when I was a college student.
And it's still advice worth pursuing. There's nothing wrong with him giving you good advice.
I mean, this was 2004. I mean, obviously, he wasn't as full of himself then as he was now, but I'll never forget. This was the Unity Journalism Convention outside in D.C. at the convention center, and I was able to, ask him after a forum or whatever. I was like, man, I didn't say man. I said, Stephen A. My name is Chris Stevens. I'm a journalism major at Delaware State. I'm not sure I want to keep going. I mean, this is what I want to do. And he stopped me right in my tracks. He said, follow your heart, because anything else is just a job. If you think you belong, then find a way to belong.
Well, so, Chris, that still holds true today.
It does. And I mean, I'm still grateful for the advice. I'm just pissed off at the dude who gave me that advice 21 years ago is not that same dude today.
I think he is that same dude today.
No, he's that same dude.
He's that same dude.
He had a platform to do it.
Right. He's that same dude.
That's fair.
And I look, man, I like I said, I don't agree with everything he says, but I cannot hate on the hustle, man.
You can't deny he's getting that money.
And I mean, he's putting in the work.
Silas is really high. Brandon says Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp.
Nah, I wouldn't.
I would. Yeah, but it's good. But I don't know if it's
shout out.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be the most famous though. But like you said, also, I think Kamala Harris, Stephen A. Smith, Oprah Winfrey. That's a solid 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a solid 3.
Honorable mention to Taraji P. Henson too.
Yes.
Respectfully to my DC sister, even though I'm not from DC, I'm from Maryland. I don't want people from DC getting in the comments talking about, oh, you claiming DC when you're from Maryland? Nope, I'm from Maryland, PG County, but DC my second home. But
Taraji P. went where?
Howard.
But did she also go to A&T?
No.
I thought she transferred to A&T from A&T.
Nah, she was always a Bison.
I'm telling you. Okay, maybe not.
Howard, man. Howard can claim some baddies, boy. But yeah, Kamala Harris, I swear. Ooh, Lord.
Yeah.
Doug M. Hoff, you are living my dream, buddy. How's it feel to be living my dream?
Respectfully, Colin Harris is Kappa sweetheart. Just
Also a K. God bless the K's, boy. I tell you, man.
yeah.
If you had to, I mean, listen, for my fellas and the folks who love women, because we don't want to leave anybody out, because we are very, equal opportunity. Who's your favorite sorority? For me, it's the K's, hands down. Like,
I can't partake in this discussion because my mom was a Delta, so I don't want to. I can't partake in this discussion.
You can't partake in this discussion.
Oh, she was? Oh, wow. Thanks, Brandon. I did not know that.
That's what I thought. I knew. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what I thought.
Interesting.
I knew she had gone to A&T.
But yeah, the K's, man. Like, if you.
Well, my wife is a K. Oh, excuse me. They don't even like that.
Oh, they don't like that?
They don't like depending on who you talk to. Well, my wife is an AK.
And AKAs, boy, I tell you, if they. Whew.
Let me say this: there are beautiful women in every sorority.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
The question is, what is your favorite one?
For me,
because I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you. You know who? I had a childhood crush on this woman, man, for a very long time. She's a member of. I think she's Sigma Gamma Rho. Jane Kennedy.
Yo, that woman in the 70s.
Lord,
never forget. She had a very quick role in one of the Bill Cosby, Sidney Poitier movies.
Was it which one? Which way?
It was Let's Do It Again.
Let's Do It Again. Yep.
It was Let's Do It Again.
And Bill Cosby was checking her out. It was at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, he was running the forklift. And
right.
she was, and I guess she was like she was like one of the 4 people or something. She was going over stuff, and Bill Cosby just kept looking at her.
Yep.
And he wasn't paying attention, and he ran into a whole stack of barrels.
Yep.
Because he was busy looking at Jane Kennedy.
George Foreman was in that movie too.
That was one of the funnier parts of the movie. Bill and George talking about they gonna fight. And George is like, "Look out now, you're gonna get your clutch stuck again." and Bill's like, "I think we can fight right now." And he's like. Before we get it on, let me tell you, before we get on, this is all I love you. And he loves George Foreman.
Hey,
okay, look, thank you, Karen.
I've been validated. Yeah, we don't like being look, like I said, my wife's AKA.
All right, my apologies, Karen, but yes, the AKAs. I mean, the AKAs at Delaware State, boy. I mean, I can still think of one of them's married now and it's but if she ever leave her husband, I'm shooting my shot. I'm telling you now.
Oh, we're talking about the sororities on my campus.
Yeah.
On my campus,
so
I think I've had the most crush.
Chennis Berry's upset. I mean,
that was a bad.
We said that's a sign. There we go.
Yeah, that was a bad pass interference penalty.
Let's take a look. Oh, that ball was nowhere near catchable. Wow.
So
that's a bad one.
Wow. That ball was way out of bounds. Chennis better throw that red flag.
I don't like that one.
I shouldn't be telling all these stories from my college days back when. That was his AKA. Now, keep in mind, I was a freshman. She was an upperclassman. And me being the confident person that I was at that time, didn't know jack about Greek life at that particular moment. I had heard of AKAs before, but, And in my attempt to dazzle her, or at least attempt to, she had her AKA sweatshirt on one day, and I looked at her. I said, I know AKA stands for Alpha Kappa Alpha. I said, but deep down inside, I know what AKA means to you.
Oh, my God. I already know where this is going.
Oh, boy. I'm afraid to ask what's coming next, but I know we're going to find out.
And she says, what? AKA stands for Alpha Kappa Alpha. I said, no, it doesn't. For you, AKA stands for anytime, Ken. Anytime.
Hey, yo! See? This Inglewood always up to no good, boy. I tell you. Jared left.
So
telling y'all, man. Jared left the chat. See, this is why, ladies and gentlemen, you really need to keep up with us here at HBCU Sports, man. We be getting crazy over here. We have a grand old time outside of covering sports. Oh, by the way, S. Wansley, we are still tied at 27, 11 minutes and 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So Brandon said you was pulling up from half court.
Bro, let me tell you something. That's just how bold I was. Look, I obviously you mature, man, but I'm just simply telling you, boy, your boy, I'm like you said, Chris, I'm straight out of Inglewood, man. And Lord, no, that sister knew she was fine too. Oh, Lord, have mercy. And I think, she tried to, I mean, it didn't get confrontational, she was, it was more like, honey boom, go on with that foolishness. I'm just saying. But boy, you couldn't tell me nothing. I said, I know you like that. I know you like that. Oh, and yes, I joked with my wife to this very day. Oh, baby, wear my shirt. Anytime, Ken. Anytime. Now, over time, it's like, always, Ken. Always.
Brandon said, I promise you she's still telling that story.
I know look, man.
She might be.
Oh, my goodness. I hadn't seen her since. I'm just saying, since school, but,
We got about 11 minutes left in the
we still got some time to go. Oh, so I'm sorry.
This is the beauty of kicking it with us. We talk about Karen.
Listen, hey, I'm just saying. This was many moons ago. Okay, I'm just saying. But it was a story I thought worked out.
Jared's back.
Jared, why you leave?
He had to take a walk.
He had
to go take a walk.
I knew for a fact that was going to be a bunch of debauchery.
Oh, Merlin, I wouldn't be too upset because it wouldn't surprise me if either one of these guys is a candidate for that job. I'm just saying. He's talking about
pisses me off. Southern let both of these coaches get away. Well, he may be coming back.
Larry and Trey Oliver.
Yeah.
Neither one of them are leaving for that job. I don't believe that's happening.
Well, Reggie Flood said a Godfather offer is on the table. So,
but did he mean for Trey Oliver or Chennis Berry?
Good question. Very good question. Man, being on an HBCU campus at any point in American history, brothers got stories.
I know that's right, so they all knew they were fine. You ain't lying. You ain't.
I mean, it don't matter which HBCU campus you were on.
Look.
Go to any of them.
Yep.
Just pick one.
Jeremy Brackett said, I used to think SWAC officials were awful, but tonight the MEAC refs out here looking like SWAC. Man, the MEAC refs been bad for years, bro. Welcome to the club. We got welcome. We got cookies in the back. But
Is there any official that are good? Any of crew of officials that are good in anybody's eyes? Really?
Are there any crew of officials that are really good?
That are
what? I've always said, depending on the conference and the fan base, everybody swears that their refs are the worst.
Everybody swears they're the worst.
I've heard. Look, the folks in SEC Big Ten, they swear up and down. Now I will say this: from past years, from my observation, the Pac-12 refs back before the Pac-12 went down to Pac-2, Pac-12 refs were horrible. But every fan base will swear up and down that their conference has the worst refs. Yeah.
Oh man. Big time run for South Carolina State, and they hustling back to the line, or they trying.
And he threw up the hooks.
Them cues, man.
Which, by the way, one of the funniest moments of the season during the Magic City Classic, when Andrew Body scored on that scramble, and he and his frat brother was strolling, and they didn't get a penalty.
Man,
because he was smooth with it.
Somebody said the ref must have been a
Yeah, because he was shimmying on him, man.
He was smooth with it.
The ref was just standing right there, just watching it happen. Didn't throw that nan penalty. Didn't throw.
I do like that they are letting kids do little celebrations now. I mean, nothing too egregious.
Yeah, because it wasn't an excessive celebration.
Now there was a when Grambling played Bethune-Cookman last week. I can't think of the wide receiver who scored for Grambling. He's got in the end zone. He took the ball. He had a jump shot over the field goal. They threw a flag.
Yeah. Apparently, you can't even in the NFL. You can't do that anymore. I think they started penalizing.
What, dunking on the goalpost?
He didn't dunk it. It was a jump shot.
Yeah, but apparently you can't use the ball as part of a celebration anymore. Apparently they are flagging guys for dunking over the goalpost now in the NFL. Which I think
dunking, I get it, but jump shot, come on, man.
I remember Donovan McNabb used to do finger rolls.
Indeed. Shout out to the noobs. To the good noobs.
I like LaDainian Tomlinson's whole celebration.
What did he do?
He would do the little
just
the finger roll with the ball.
Yeah, just flick the ball away. Those of us, I mean, I know those of us who are old enough to remember those of us who are old enough to remember Ickey Woods from the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh my God.
The Ickey Shuffle.
That stupid Ickey Shuffle.
Classic. Who else had a good celebration? And as much as I've come to loathe what Deion Sanders has become, the primetime dance is still one of the best end zone dances ever. Like the primetime dance is still one of the best ever. Big break for South Carolina State is they get a face mask penalty. That makes it 2nd and 3. And they are inside the the Central. Damn. Central 35, and Central has to burn the timeout. So.
But when we talk about top tier celebrations, and this is a name that's going to be a throwback, Billy White Shoes Johnson.
Oh, yeah, the funky chicken.
You remember? Wasn't he 0-0 too, if I'm not mistaken, too, right?
No, Ken Burrow. That's
Ken Burrow. Okay, that's right. I'm getting confused. Right.
That is Texas Southern Zone, the late
Texas
great
Southern.
Kenny,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Late great 00, Kenny Burrow. But yeah, Billy White Shoes Johnson.
Billy White Shoes Johnson. Yeah.
Believe it or not, he's from my area. He went to high school in a place called Boothwyn, Pennsylvania, which is literally 5 minutes across the border here from Delaware.
Okay.
So Billy White Shoes Johnson is a local guy. But yeah, he was literally the first Devin Hester, the first, return man that you had to go watch because he was going to do something. And whenever he would get in the end zone, he would bust out that funky chicken and the crowd would go crazy. Who else had a good celebration?
I'll tell you who didn't. The Fun Bunch with that uncoordinated high five thing.
I forget
the who was that?
The
Bears
Redskins.
or the Redskins?
The Redskins back in the 80s.
Okay.
Their offensive line.
Yeah, they used to have to do. They tried to do that high five among the receivers. I forget which. I was watching one of those old NFL films clips from the early 80s. And one dude from the other team just jumped in the middle of the Fun Bunch high five and knocked the ball down. It was so bad.
Every single time they did that celebration, every single time it was uncoordinated.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Somehow they won 3 Super Bowls being uncoordinated back in those days. Shouts out to the legend Joe Gibbs. Who else had a who else? Shucks. Andre Rison's wasn't bad either. I like Ernest Givens though. Those of you who are from Houston may remember Ernest Givens. He used to spike the ball, do this little slide shuffling, this little dance here, So yeah, I like Ernest Givens' celebration. But most of the teams that won, they really didn't have some. Or Michael Irvin with the swashbuckling, the sword. Alvin Harper was the first guy I remember dunking over a goalpost, by the way.
Rest in peace to Jacoby Jones. He had a pretty good one too.
Yeah. The Ravens don't get that second Super Bowl without him. Because Ravens fans hated him up until he caught that pass at Denver. As wide open as he was, if he'd have dropped that, they would not have let him back on the plane. But he ended up coming up with the biggest catch of his life, and the Ravens end up winning that second Super Bowl.
Not to
Ray,
mention that kick return for a touchdown in the opening of the second half.
before the lights went out. That was one of the weirdest Super Bowls ever.
Weirdest Super Bowl ever.
Man. Every Super Bowl in New Orleans has some sort of interest to it. Like last year wasn't too much interest because the Eagles just went in there and just curb stomped the Chiefs just for the sake of curb stomping them. I still can't believe the Eagles whooped they behind like that. That is still probably the most shocking Super Bowl result of my lifetime, other than 28-3.
Atlanta Falcons. God. Watching that game in real time was insane.
Atlanta Falcons fans, I'm sorry, but boy. Whew.
The worst Super Bowl ever, though, was Super Bowl 53. That was ruined by one of the worst pass interference calls that was not called. I know it was your Rams that benefited from it, but that was the worst missed call that I've ever seen.
And you know what I say to that?
I don't care what you say to that because you.
Let me tell you what I told Saints fans. Get over it.
And y'all didn't get over because y'all went in the Super Bowl and laid a egg, boy, like the worst kind of egg
Super Bowl ever.
13-3. 13-3.
The most boring Super Bowl in existence.
But you know what's funny? They end up getting it back because that man, number 99, one of the baddest defensive players of all time,
who should still be in the league today.
I know. Redefine the position.
Aaron Donald was a monster, boy.
Redefine the position.
He might be the most famous defensive lineman of all time.
Right, but and a lot of it was based upon the fact that he was not built like a prototypical.
Did he drop that? Oh, he tripped.
He tripped.
He wasn't built like a prototypical lineman. I mean,
that man was so nimble.
Yeah. And I hope that this doesn't come across as being stereotyped, but I used to always think, I'm like, you know what, if he retires, he can always go ahead and make action movies.
Oh, that man is built.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you still in the gym? You won.
Hell of a catch.
It's like, why are you still in the gym? You won. Right. You retired already. You're going to the Hall of Fame.
Could still be playing now. And would have still been dominant.
Yes. I think he wanted to keep his
quality of life.
Yeah.
Because he was hurt. I think he was hurt during the Super Bowl, or was it during the playoffs? He was hurt. And I think that's kind of what did it. Someone said Aaron Donald was a 3-star recruit coming out of Pittsburgh.
And that's why star ratings don't matter.
Pretty much. Very overrated.
The amount of guys that were 0-star recruits that made it to the NFL and became stars, I don't care about none of that.
Well, now keep in mind that's not the scouts that are there. That's just services that do that, or is that actually scouts that are doing it?
I'm not knocking the people that give those ratings, but it shouldn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
You got it.
Man, this is going down to the wire, man. This is a de facto playoff game.
Let's see if North Carolina Central can get a goal line stand here.
It's 3rd and goal now, so
running clock with 7 minutes to go.
Mm-mm.
They're going to hand it off once again, and North Carolina Central just mows through the.
He could have kept that and ran in.
All right, so now the question is, oh wait, no, it's 3rd and goal. Why did I think it was 4th and goal?
They got past the offensive line way too easily.
All right, so man, you got to do like a naked bootleg or pass back across the field or something.
Oh, I knew it. He almost didn't make it. Oops, sorry.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, what?
Hand it off.
What?
How did you? Because he was showboating instead of getting into the end
He
zone.
didn't get in.
Oh, they gonna say he was down? Wow.
I thought he got.
Because he should watch the replay.
Oh
Watch what he does before
no.
If they don't rule that he got into the end zone, watch what he does. Watch what he does.
I don't know, man.
He was celebrating.
He started celebrating. Yep.
Too early. Too early.
Get in the end zone.
And that literally slowed him down. Wow. Remember that play.
Well,
If
got
they
another
don't win
chance.
this game, he is going to get chewed out. And we got a North Carolina Central player down.
I think he got in, though.
He better hope he got in.
They going back and look at it.
I don't know.
I gotta think that ball broke the plane. It had to, because most of it, because the upper half of his body is in the end zone.
Where the pylon cam at?
We need one of those.
I think he was in. That elbow.
Oh, that elbow might have been short.
No, I think that elbow went in. Listen. I think that elbow broke the plane. Touchdown. Let me see. Wow. It's
But
uphill.
we wouldn't have to be talking about this
if he had just got his butt.
If he had just went into the end zone.
To celebrate it too soon. Yeah.
4th down.
Wow.
This wouldn't even be a thing.
Wow.
He just ran into the end zone.
Yeah, you got to get your butt in there. I know Chinnisberry gonna have some words for him after this one. Win or lose. Win or lose. Win or lose. He's gonna have some words for that young man right there. Because you have got to be smarter than that. As it is 4th and goal at the 1 yard line with about 6 minutes left. And I agree with Silas, man. Get under center. Get under center. That far down. You have got to get under center.
He's not getting under center.
They're not getting under center. They're in shotgun.
That's you absolutely right, Silas.
Jeez Louise, Billy Bob Jenkins, really? Come on now.
All right, let's see what they do. They are going to call it. No, wait.
Somebody's calling the timeout, I think.
No, I don't think so. I think they're just. Oh no, is it?
Oh my goodness!
I can't hear what they're doing. I think they're just trying to get the clock right.
That is crazy.
And they are stopped short.
That is crazy.
Did they?
Yep.
He didn't get it.
He didn't?
Stop short.
Wow. Wow.
A celebration.
Wow.
And Atkins has nobody to blame but himself.
Insane.
You had a for sure touchdown on a silver platter.
All you had to do was just run in, and then you could point to the end zone after you already in the end zone. Wow. All right, let's look at this again.
I don't like this play call.
Well, I don't like the play call either, but at the same time, there's a part of me that wonders if there was nothing there.
He could have faked it.
He could have bounced out.
Faked it himself.
Oh man, they stuffed him.
Take it himself.
Stuffed him. Jeez. He never.
All you got is a one defensive back 1-on-1.
He never got close. Wow. Now
you better hope this.
So now they're going to review the play?
No, they're not reviewing it. No,
yeah, they are.
Yep.
Oh, you're ahead.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
I don't
Ruling
think
in the field is a turnover on
there's no
down.
possible way they overturn this.
Yeah, they are
There's
going to
no
look at it.
possible way they overturn it.
Well, yeah, and unless there's another angle somewhere. They can't. There's no way they can overturn
There's
this.
no possible.
There's none. There's nothing. No. The rule. They're gonna say the call is uphill. There's no way you can turn this. Merlin said they need GPS trackers in the football.
Don't be surprised if that's next.
That may not be a bad idea, Merlin.
Don't be
The NFL
surprised.
does it.
Huh?
The NFL does it. They have trackers in their footballs.
Flag.
It's a flag on North Carolina Central.
You don't
That's
call a
what it is.
flag on that, man?
Oh no, on the pass interference. As many times as they've called pass interference in this game, how did they not call that one?
Wouldn't be surprised. Man, that play is going to win or
Not
lose.
only, not only a premature celebration that'll possibly keep them from winning, possibly keep them out of the Celebration Bowl.
Man,
I can't. Yeah, I can't believe they didn't call it no flag on that pass interference.
now Central's playing a dangerous game here because if they don't get a first down, then South Carolina State's going to have a short field.
Bill Atkins better hope that this
Nope.
defense get them off the field.
Nope. Wow, man. I would have. You should have focused on just trying to get the first down. You needed 6.
Yeah,
He's trying to sell the call, and that was nothing there.
So now South Carolina State's going to have a short field and plenty of time to put 3 or 7 on the board.
Bill Atkins better buy the defense a bunch of watches. Dinner's on him.
If that NIL money is hitting, he better spend it all on.
Yeah, he trying to flop and trying to sell the call instead of going for the ball.
Yeah, you got to go catch it. You got to make him think at
He
least.
thinking that he gonna get the call. Snaps good. Punt. Gets it away. Calls for a fair catch, and South Carolina State will have the ball at midfield.
Plenty of not a lot of real estate to go.
Over
And
5
plenty of time to
minutes
get
to go.
there.
And
We don't care about college basketball right now.
TCU basketball, you really think we care about that?
Lee Nalon is not walking through that door.
Boy, you talk about a deep cut.
That's the most TSU. That's the most famous TCU basketball. No, wait a minute. Kurt Thomas ain't walking through that door either. I think TCU had Kurt Thomas and Lee Nalon on the same team at the same time, I believe. Either way, South Carolina State takes possession. Let's see what they do with it.
Bill Atkins, after robbing his own team of a touchdown.
Damn it.
Hands it off.
Boy, that was a disaster. And he still might get away with it. South Carolina State.
He got away with it, in the words of a famous poet.
Oh,
he got away with it, but he didn't get away with it. No, I gotta say it the way he said it. He got away with it, but he ain't get away with it. Y'all know about that video. I don't know how many people are.
Oh, hello. Swallowed up, as the TD Jakes would say. Swallowed up.
Disturbing.
3rd and 10 from the South Carolina State side of the field. We are approaching under 4 minutes to go. The Eagles fans are trying to get everybody fired up, as the old folks say.
I'm trying not to give details. That's why I just said, so you guys can.
Bill Atkins back to pass, scrambles. He has a lot of open space.
Oh,
and this time he runs through and not celebrates.
No hand to the end zone.
Right.
Just get the first down.
First
buddy.
down, right?
Get the first down.
Doggone it.
Don't think you got it before you get it.
A life lesson. And we are running out of time here. I mean, we are under 3.5 minutes. So South Carolina State could literally sit on this and then kick a field goal at the gun if that's what they choose to do.
Yes, that's what I would do. Run the clock. Is that right? Does North Carolina Central not have timeouts?
I think they got 3. I think they got all 3. There's a stop. So it's
the ticker doesn't have them having any timeouts. Yeah, they don't have any timeouts.
Wow,
so
Central doesn't have any timeouts. Wow, so they need
get the first down first.
Yeah,
before you worry about running the clock. Get the first down first. And he's got a receiver wide open, so now they can just run the clock to the 2 minute timeout. Get yourself in field goal range. Get yourself within the hash marks. And kick a game-winning field goal and get out of there. And like I said, dinner is on Bill Atkins. He better buy all of them watches. He better buy all of them iPads. He better buy all of them Rolls Royces for saving his butt.
Rolls Royces.
He better buy all of them Stanleys. He better get everybody a present for saving his butt. He need to give them all the Louis Vuitton sweaters.
Man, I hope this game doesn't go in overtime.
I don't think it is. I think
field goal for the win.
Yep.
That would be the worst nightmare for South Carolina State.
He said, "Not the white girl Stanleys."
every woman that goes on them that's a part of them run clubs. That's what they are the target audience for Stanley.
If I mean, I swear, if you are, I really want to be inside that locker room when Chennis Berry gets a hold of Billy Atkins, boy, because I know he's gonna read him the riot act. Because this game could have been over.
They would be in victory formation right now.
Yep. You were gonna, you'd have everybody taking the knee. We'd be able to get up out of here. They'd be able to get back on the road. Whatever road takes you from Durham to Orangeburg, they'd be back on it by now.
Imagine this though. Imagine if you would have did it next week with the MEAC championship on the line.
And that's what worries me, because they're gonna clean all of this up going into Dover on Saturday.
I was about to say, you better thank the Lord you didn't do that next week. It's good that he did it this week, and they still have a chance to win the game, because they cleaning all that up going into next week. So
I said 65%. Let me drop that down to about 45. Guys, anybody want to take this one?
I don't care.
Man. Look, I never liked the idea. I thought it was a bad idea from the jump. And now that you've got bands who have literally said thanks but no thanks, to be honest with you, I'd be surprised if they even have it again next year.
That's not going to be a thing for very long.
That's just not.
Brandon Cyrus with a great point. Film study on Saturday, Sunday is going to be interesting in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Yes, it is.
Practice is going to be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Orangeburg. Man, we don't care that the game started.
Yeah. I don't understand why college basketball started before Thanksgiving anyway. Because remember, college basketball didn't used to start until Thanksgiving weekend.
Yep.
Now.
But you know why?
Yeah.
We all know why.
Money. Yeah.
All right, let's see what South Carolina State does with it. Knowing Ken, he probably already knows what happens. All right. Shotgun formation. Atkins hands it off. And
wow.
Oh my, are you kidding me?
Wow.
Ooh.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, yo.
What is this tackling?
Game
there
over.
Is none.
What is this tackling?
There is none. Touchdown Bulldogs. Woo.
I guess the early celebration won't be an issue after all.
It's still going.
It's still going to be addressed. But still, now I want to see Trey Oliver talking to these defensive players about this tackling. Please show that replay.
Oh my God, that was
replay.
That was so bad.
Show that replay, because that's terrible.
I'll answer that question in a minute, Brandon.
Show that replay and that's just terrible effort. Look at this. What is that?
You have got to wrap up.
And you jump in it. Let me look at to see what numbers it was. Number 15, number 28. Terrible. How do you let that happen? You cannot let that happen.
This is a good question.
Maybe if that's
they feel.
The case, then excuse me. If that's the case, then pardon me. But that's too much of a risk to do that anyway.
Rushing for tonight, South Carolina State, 5 yards rushing in the first half, 136 in the second half. That'll
great observation, considering they don't have any timeouts.
All right, so now,
considering they don't have any timeouts, I guess that's smart, but I don't know. But if that's the case, then just go for the turnover. Go for the Hail Mary turnover. It's been happening in this game.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't give away a free 7.
Well, South Carolina State gave a free 7 away.
Exactly. And you don't do that.
Do you let them in from that far out though?
Right.
We got
that field goal still ain't guaranteed.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, good point. Oof. So looks like North Carolina Central is going to have a lot more yardage to cover. There was a flag on that return,
and that's a reason why you don't do that.
So Brandon, if you're talking about the Battle of the Bands that ESPN had, and which basically is ESPN events, I think that my man, who's over the Celebration Bowl?
You had him on the show.
Yeah, what's his name?
John Grant.
John Grant. That's my dude. Anyway, I just don't think I never thought it was a good idea to call yourself really ranking bands week in and week out, man. That you just, yeah, too many egos, and it's a subjective, and it just, I just never thought it was a good idea. Yeah, you'd be better off maybe just, I don't know, but to call yourself having rankings during the course of the football season for bands, that's just, it's just all subjective, whether it be halftime, fifth quarter, zero quarter, it's just you got to have numbers, man. It's either you win or lose, but ranking bands, and that just, I don't know, it just didn't work, and I personally don't blame the band directors for pulling out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame the band directors for pulling out. Besides, the saying it's gonna be a long off season for Trey Oliver.
We got a sack.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ja. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. Yeesh.
No
Josh
timeouts.
Barker.
You got to keep going. You got to keep
He
going.
didn't-
You got to get the play in.
Hey, this might be Trey Oliver's last year in a Aggie as an Eagle.
I was about to say wrong team.
Yeah, no, I don't need A&T folks on. It may be his last year though. So.
Don't pull a Shady McCoy.
That's funny. Yeah, it's too much bias.
That probably should have been pass interference. He had a grab of a jersey.
Oh,
They didn't see it.
Should have been pass interference. Yeah. Oh, this is the game here. This is it.
3rd and 19. At least get enough yards to make it manageable.
Fourth and 19.
And
they couldn't do that. Oh,
53
boy.
seconds left. This is the game.
You need the perfect play.
I don't even know you need a perfect play. You just need 20 yards.
You just need 20 yards, right? 19 yards.
You don't have enough time to call the play. You just got to.
Wow.
This is the season for North Carolina Central.
Wow.
Shotgun formation. Walker Harris back to pass. He's got 2 receivers open in the same area, and they get it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
All right, hurry up to the line, y'all. Y'all ain't got that much time.
What about the saying about the middle of the field?
Hurry.
What have I been saying about the middle of the field? It's been there all game. They get another.
It's there again.
And the clock is going to stop until they place it.
There you go. Okay. That may have been a good thing.
Get information.
I'm tired.
We're going to signal it. Clock is running. Walker Harris back to pass again. He had a couple of receivers up the middle. I don't know what he was doing there. But 23 seconds left. Very fortunate that there was no friendly fire there when you have 2 receivers in the same area.
Right.
So at the 49-yard line, 2nd and 10 with 23 seconds left. We got a defender that runs free, and he's just going to throw that one. What? Ooh. Almost picked off there. 18 seconds left in 3rd and 10, 49. Chennis Berry hyping up the crowd in his bubble coat. Walker Harris back to pass.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
last-
So he's 4th down. And this is once again, this is the season for North Carolina Central. 12 seconds left. Do you go for the end zone here or do you go for the first down?
Unless it's a sideline route, I think 7 seconds left. You kind of have.
Back
Wow.
Walker Harris. He dumps it off and he doesn't get it. And that's going to be the season for North Carolina Central.
Take a knee.
Get him on the sideline. Get him on the sideline.
Just take a knee.
Keep him on the sideline. You don't want a penalty.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. I don't know how the rest go. Turn out the lights. The party's over.
So, like I said, Bill Atkins. I don't know if you can contact your agent right now or your accountant, but let them know, move that money to the side so you can get your team some Louis Vuitton sweaters, so you can get them some Corvettes. You need to get your team some Tom Ford watches. You need to get them some what else is hot?
Look at that respect right there, though.
Oh yeah, they always show each other.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. Just, wow, man. Wow.
Trey Oliver.
Wow. Chris Stevens, the playoffs start next week.
No, the playoffs start tomorrow.
Delaware State.
You're right.
Delaware State. I know one thing about Delaware State. They better blow them out.
Chris, don't you lose tomorrow. Don't y'all lose tomorrow.
Make the championship game great again.
Chris.
The funny thing is, if we lose tomorrow, we can still beat South Carolina State.
They can still get to the Celebration Bowl. Yeah.
Chris, don't be ghetto.
None of that. We don't need none of that gang activity.
No, don't
we don't need none of that gang activity.
Look,
that's all I know.
Don't be ghetto, okay?
Oh, you ain't gotta worry about that with me. But oh man, what a ball game! Yeah.
Woo! It's Delaware State versus State. Something I like to say, Chris. That's right. Chris, you ain't had a feeling like this in I don't know how long, huh? There's
and I can't even enjoy it because this South Carolina State team, man, they scaring the hell out of me, boy. Like, whew. Oh man, we ain't gonna get a post game interview, man.
We going straight to Michigan and TCU, man.
Hey, man. Damn about them, man.
It's been almost 4 hours, guys.
Five because we
five. Well, that's right. Forgot about that. Look, guys, everybody who took the time to watch us, man, we appreciate your support.
Yep.
Chris, can you do that thing one more time, man? Do that thing you do before we go.
Absolutely. We thank you guys for spending 5 hours of your Friday afternoon and evening with us. Be sure to follow us on all manners of social media. We are on the Musty app. That's Twitter, TikTok, Threads, Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky at HBCU Sports. Don't forget you can donate. Give us we got Cash App. Focus. We got Cash App. You can go to Cash App, type in the $ HBCU Sports. You can donate through Zelle. Go hit the Zelle app, donate at hbcusports.com. Drop us there.
We've got Cash App.
You can also donate directly through the website.
Put it up there, Jared, so they can see the comparison.
You can also donate through the website, hbcusports.com /donate. And you can become a level 1 or level 2 member on this channel for the neat and tidy sum of $4.99 a month. You can get all the Black College sports news that's fit to print and broadcast as we like to give it to you. Oh man, we've been cutting a fool and we're going to continue.
My boy, old Scooby Doo in disguise looking there.
Scooby.
Oh, Captain Crunch looking there.
All right, man. As I said, you can follow us on social media. You can donate through Cash App. All of that good stuff. Thank y'all for spending y'all time with us. We greatly appreciate y'all. Ken, let's go.
And we got